Get out of here. Get out of here. Yes. I wish you could just knock these things out of the way. But you can't. Okay. Just go for it. Okay. So... So that's Bible Adventures. What I'm saying here is that David was smart to bring a sling to fight a physically superior opponent. I agree. Like bringing a gun to a knife fight. Okay. So... what's next? I think there's a game I've been craving. I think we're going to do it. So we're going to get back to Subnautica and what do I want to say? Tokimeki Memorial here soon. But I think today, and time's almost up. It is December. So let's play... D. Oh. What's that? Is that blowing y'all's ears out? It's blowing my eardrums out. This is loud. Yeah, sorry. How's that? This is... Ooh, that's still loud. Jeez, sorry. Is that as loud for y'all as it is for me? Ooh. Why is that so loud? Maybe it needs to go down farther? How's that? What is happening? We're changing games. You just missed Bible Adventures. Welcome, Ratunia. Also, yeah, let me change the... working on a couple of things right now. Whoa, it's still... D, what is going on with you? You are just out of control loud. Why is this? Okay, let's get Bible Adventures out of here. There we go. Let's go ahead and change the stream. You saw me slipping in that oil. Hey, Frederick, thank you so much for... So that took down, right, because this is desktop audio. That took down the volume on everything here. Okay, so you haven't seen that Acclaim logo in forever? Yeah, it's been a while. Okay, I think I'm set up here. I don't... So, right. This doesn't have, like, independent audio options? So the only way to... So it's just going to reduce the volume on everything, right? Is there another way to do that? Because that's going to take the volume of the sound alerts down, right? Maybe we'll just have to deal with it during D? I don't know. Does changing volume in Volume Mixer work? Well, see, the thing is, yeah, this is sourced as like desktop audio, right? But if I take that down, it's going to drop the volume of everything coming through my desktop. So I'm thinking, like, how do I get the... Because it wasn't working like game capture, because it's DOSBox. It's working as like a window capture. Whenever I was trying to do game capture with DOSBox, it wasn't recognizing it. I don't know if that's my fault or if that's just the way it's working. But not sure how it gets its sound. Right-click Audio in Windows, click Volume Mixer. Let's try that. Let's see if I can... Oh, there we go. Oh my god, this is just like basic stuff, right? I'm just an idiot. Yeah, thank you. What? I was like trying to do it all in streaming software, but right. Okay, well then let's bring that back up to where it needs to be. Maybe that's too low. Nice try. I guess I made that. That's my fault because now the volume's too low. Okay, let's get that right. Let's see. Lower game volume, increase system volume. Yeah, oh, I was trying to get the... Now I've got it. Okay, let's take all this down. All right, we're getting set up here. We're changing multiple things here suddenly. All right, I think we're good. So thanks everybody for bearing with us. Let's see. Okay, so did everybody get the story? Shall I restart? Maybe I should. Let's do it again for posterity's sake. Let's just restart this. Okay. We're playing D. It's starting now. Is that back up to just full blast? (1997) Los Angeles. Bats. In a hospital some distance away. Maybe like at around yeah, maybe just like at a 10. D, we're keeping you at a 10. You are just a little too powerful for your own good. The criminal is one Richter Harris. You heard the song in the Mandalore video recently. The one? Oh yeah? He is one of America's best-known doctors. The stream has given the song a certain meaning, so it's weird to hear it in a non-mocking context. I think you've given it a certain meaning. Suddenly transformed into a mass murderer. Richter has seized a large number of hostages and barricaded himself in the hospital, where the police cannot reach him. His daughter Laura hears the news. At school in San Francisco. Immediately she drives to Los Angeles to find out what it is that has made her father a murderer. Reaching the scene of the tragedy, she prepares to enter the hospital. That is true. What games are you playing lately off stream, if any? Yeah, for the longest time I wasn't. Like, if I was playing a game, I was streaming. But I took a couple days break to just be with friends and family, relax, and then yesterday I booted up Spider-Man 2. Finally playing that, and just having a great time. Just relaxing playing that. How about you? What are you playing lately? Just Bear Hikalig. York Jam. Just, it means you're welcome. Okay, I was wondering about that. What kind of hospitals have treasure chests? What kind of murder scenes let the daughter just walk in? She heard it on the news. But, like, no one's barricaded this place yet, cordoned it off. Just like, yeah, come on in. You're the daughter? Maybe you can talk some sense into him. I like how her eyes are so wide open because the devs weren't completely well-versed in rendering models in the mid-90s. It's, you know, this game, I was always aware of it because I would see it on the shelf at, like, the game stores at a young age. And I would see the ad for it in, like, EGM and other magazines I read. And it's got some really iconic cover art, you know? That face sort of obscured in shadow, crying just, like, bloody tears, you would think. Like, they're kind of like just some black liquid, but I assumed blood. And then the Japanese release, I got a Japanese copy, and it's it's her face, and it's just like, does this sell the game? Maybe it did at the time, but it just looks so bad, you know, just this fugly 3D model. But the idea was for Laura, she was, I guess, as far as I know, the first digital actress. So the, what is his name? Eno, I think his name is Eno. The director of this game, and like, that worked for the developer Warp for a long time. They made D2 and like Enemy Zero and a bunch of other just like really interesting games. Had the idea of having this same 3D actress be in a number of games like D2, Enemy Zero, and it's all Laura, but it's like they're different games. It's like having a digital persona, right? That she appears in all these Warp games, and she's not playing the same character. It's just like the idea of her model, her actress, playing different characters in different games. They did a lot of interesting things. Like, it's a very cool developer. They made games for the blind on like the Dreamcast. I played through some of that, but like, you gotta have to know like Japanese pretty well to make sense of it, because there's no there are no visual cues. You're just listening. You've been playing War Tales and Rogue Trader. Nice. Just got a game that finally made it to Switch. Roots of Pacha? Been loving it. I don't know that game, but you're loving it? I'm glad to hear that. Both great games. Haven't seen our Lord's name mentioned once in that prologue. No bueno. This isn't much. We did heaven, now we're doing hell. I was always aware of D2 and always wanted to play it as a kid, but I don't know why I never got to it. I guess it was one of those limited print games. That's pretty cool. So I have played this before. I've beaten this game before, but it's been a while, and I don't really remember the solutions to all the puzzles and all that. So we're going to find out here. It's probably going to be like a fresh experience. What I really want to do is play D2. I got a hankering for D2. But I thought, let's just start with the first one. Let's really do it thoroughly. So that you all are just, they're not related stories. It's just the same digital actress, Laura. Oh, shucks. We're not jiggling that handle to anything towards completion. Okay. That game looks interesting and on sale on Steam for 30% off. Oh yeah, is it Roots of Pacha or Paca? Do you know? You're loving it. It's similar to mechanics to Stardew Valley, but it's a life sim where you're in a prehistoric clan and world and you make your way through life. Oh, nice. Oh my god. That's spooky. It's like right now I think, oh, I should bring the volume up because it's got this really nice. Now this is a nice atmospheric droning, right? Unlike Bible Adventures. But then every once in a while, just during these cutscenes, the game decides to just shriek at me, and got to keep it low for that. Maybe I can bring it up a little bit. Let's try let's try that. Let's try 20. You might. Oh wait. Looks like Stone Age Stardew. Really enjoying it. If you're looking for something different, recommend it. Hell yeah. So the other thing with this game, I'm trying to remember, there's a time limit on this game. You have to beat it within like 2 hours, I think, or it's just over. And I don't think you can pause it. So we're not doing anything with the barrel. I just gotta back away. Slowly back away. Maybe the barrel didn't see us. They're like T-Rexes. If you stand completely still, they can't notice you. And then maybe you can get away safely. But if you tempt it, that barrel's gonna get you. I think Windows has a setting that normalizes volume. Can make things sound a bit weird, but you should avoid sudden low or high volume. Oh yeah? I've never messed with that. Is that in the sound mixer? Maybe I should take a look. It might be okay. This might be a good balance. Can y'all hear it okay? Usually, I would test everything before I started the stream, but since I've changed now, this is the 3rd game in a row. Haven't been able to, listen first to see how everything is. I spent my last few days cleaning my room, and it's gotten a lot cleaner, but I'm still not done. Oh man, that's the worst. Doing some cleaning for the New Year's. I see Bible Adventures as a tag, and all I have to say is, oh no, what a miserable game. Yeah, you just missed it. I spent, I don't know, let's see, what is 3.5 hours into the stream? Probably an hour of that was Home Alone, and I guess the other hour and some change was Bible Adventures, and wow, what a day I've had. Oh man. Frederick, thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Continuing to just be our Santa Claus here, gifting things out. So you played Bible Adventures. Did you finish it? Wow. We're zoomed in here, aren't we? I don't know that I have it in me. I got to do it, but, oh, man. I don't want to. Drawers. Let's start with number 1. Blank paper? Blank paper, you say? Nope, never finished it. It's unfinishable. No one has ever finished the game. No one ever will. I like that LMAO is translated from a different language every time. Oh yeah, what have we got this time? HT. HT. Oh, no, I don't want to do that. We weren't done. Maybe it's based on the amount of O's? That could be it. Let's start testing it. That's nothing? That's just stained. Okay. I wonder what the numerals are for. I really don't remember any of these. I like vaguely remember a couple things. I think I know what to do with this paper. That goes in the bowl of water or something. Or is it a bowl of blood? No, I can't remember. Haitian. Oh. I didn't think Bible Adventures had an ending. A fun one is Noah's Ark 3D. 3D? It doesn't have an ending? No. Really? But I was like making progress. Like I got to the point with David where we were not collecting sheep anymore. We were like using our sling. It looked like we were gearing up for a battle with Goliath. Seems like HT is Haitian Creole. Well, good to know. And it means the same thing. Means the same thing in Haitian Creole. You know, there's certain commonalities in language. Should we do like an etymology study on LMAO? How many do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Is that 8 O's? The end is. The end is when I finish the game. I didn't want to finish it. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and close that door. I didn't want to finish the game today because it's the last stream I ever do. When I finish Bible Adventures, I just disappear, and then all you see is my clothes neatly folded on the chair. It means I made it. I made it, y'all. I got raptured. Super Noah's Ark 3D is basically Christian Wolfenstein 1. What? I've never heard of this. I gotta check that out. Maybe next Christmas? Damn, lost the timing. That's $5 going right into the Jesus bucket. $5? That's steep. I thought it was a quarter. $5. Oh, man. Fun fact, Iron Maidens weren't actually used historically. Now, were you telling me that? Someone was telling me that recently. And I didn't know that, and I was really disappointed by that. I shouldn't say disappointed, right? Aw, man, I thought human beings had to endure that thing. You're telling me they didn't? Yeah, that's not the thing I want to say. Okay, where's this? It's on the table, right? They were invented for torture museums. Do you know when? Is it still like an historical? Is it an historical museum? Oddity. When's the first museum? There's the bowl. I need to get to that bowl. Half the battle is navigating to where you want to be. Wolfenstein 3D, not Wolfenstein 1. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's a little different, right? The first Wolfenstein, the original, is like a side scroller, right? Let me get that bowl. How do I get that bowl? I know I gotta go there. Do I have to? Can I stop here? See, for y'all that haven't played this game before, I'm not like actively walking. You basically do a key press and then you just sort of sit back and enjoy the ride as the FMV plays out. So it's very methodical. Yeah, I do remember this. Blood, and then what do you do with a bowl of blood? Stick your paper into it, right? That's obvious. But how do I do that? What's inventory? What is it? There we go. Yeah, so this is my time left, I guess. So it's 3. So maybe it started at 3 o'clock. So maybe I have until 5 o'clock? I think it was 2 hours. What? What happened there? Did I break my little pocket mirror? Okay. Top down, not side scroller. Okay. Oh, what was that? Okay, 4-2. Now we know the order of the drawers. Okay. Let's go yank some drawers open. No rush, Laura. The whole reason you're here is because your father is massacring everybody in this.
Laura.
Oh, there he is.
Laura. 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 This is your father. Laura, go back. You must not cross over to this side. This is another world born of my own mind. Laura, go back. Come further, and your world will be closed off from you. Laura, I'm...
This is some David Lynch type. Yeah, a little bit. And we love it, don't we? David Lynch Christmas. Now, I would love to see a David Lynch Christmas flick. How about y'all? Here for it? Yeah. I got an eraser head right here. A little poofy eraser. Yeah. Does that count? What was it? 4-2? 4-2, right? You have to beat the game in 2 hours or less without quitting or saving. Yeah, you don't even, it just, the game starts and rolls forward. And then if you don't finish it, you just get booted back out to, ooh, baby, I know where you go. You're going on that there barrel. Yeah, so I had to do, like I saw that reboot screen a few times because I didn't finish it the first time through, right? If you know what you're doing, I imagine it's pretty quick, although it's still like a very slow-moving game, right? But I'm hoping I can do it. I might run to the point where like I don't know what to do, and then I'm not so smart with puzzles, so we'll see. I'd like to finish this today and then play what I really want to play, which is D2. I earned it. Oh man, I earned playing what I want to play, right? But would the baby from Eraserhead ride a scooter vertically or diagonally? Only way. Actually, the baby doesn't move. Like, the scooter stays still and the world moves around the scooter. Right? Now that pulled those spikes out. I wonder if it... These sounds are amazing. I mean, this is a very... I love these FMV games. They don't always, like, feel great to play, but I was so fascinated with them. Like, seeing them as a kid. Like, just, like, to see that new technology develop. It was very cool. And, I have a lot of appreciation for D&D too. I think these are just like wild ass, really unique, interesting games. And the director of this, I mean, I think he died in like his late 40s or 50s. He was young. He passed away some years back, and like I just would have loved to have seen what else he would have done. Just campy wild rides, yeah. And some of them, I mean, like, I don't know. Night Trap is such a funky game. It's funny just to watch, like even if you don't play the game, but just, oh, I can't go in here again. Okay, so those spikes maybe are still there. To watch like a, what do I want to say, not a compilation, but just like someone who would clip together all the various room videos into one long movie. Man, it's fun. Wow, spoilers. I haven't seen Eraserhead yet. I didn't want to know about Abby riding a scooter. Spoilers redacted. Eraserhead, that's not a movie about a baby. That's a movie about erasing. It's a story about a down on his luck eraser salesman. He's going around from pencil factory to pencil factory trying to get his little pink nubs. It's like an origin story on our number 2s. And he's like, what if you put one of these bad boys on the end of your pencil? And they're like, what are you talking about? You're a madman. We don't have the technology for that. And he's like, oh, I know a guy that makes like really thin little metal strips. And he could like actually bolt these. And they just like laugh him out of office after office, boardroom after boardroom, until finally there's an orchestral swell of music, and he makes his final pitch. 7/8. Are we getting in here? And then he sells them. And that's Eraserhead. It's a great film. A David Lynch classic. Baby. I read that Abby, and I was like, I think he probably means baby. Yeah. Oh, okay. What? Let's caress it one more time. We need a key. She's feeling it. I mean, that is some nice, like, and what'd you call it, embossment? Like little, I want to say, like a bas relief on that door, but man, she's getting after it. I have a Eraserhead Criterion collection on Blu-ray, so I can't wait to watch it. Criterion does good work. That they do. You're in for a treat. You are in for a treat. Are you familiar with David Lynch? Have we talked about David Lynch, Bowie? Have you seen any of his films? Do you enjoy them? It's his first film, right? Did he do anything before? I know he did a bunch of some of them are kind of animated, right? Yeah, but like short films. But was that his first full length? I think it was, right? And so it makes sense to start there, but there are some more maybe accessible. None of them are accessible, but the Godzilla collection they have is cool. Yeah. Would be perfect if it came in a more compact disc storage. So, like, how many are included in that? So that's still locked. Wait. It pulled the spikes away. It's the Showa era. Okay, cool. That's got to be a lot of films, right? Imagine hiring David Lynch again after Eraserhead. Imagine allowing him to continue to produce work. Nobody stopped him. Nobody put their foot down. They just let him keep doing it. Did anything else come out of this barrel? Did I get a key? I know it retracted the spikes. But the discs are stored in this huge book that includes an art book. Of course I am. I saw the first 2 seasons of Twin Peaks, Firewalk with Me, Mulholland Drive, and maybe Blue Velvet and Lost Highway. Okay. I was thinking, like, to choose to buy Eraserhead on Blu-ray, like, that's not just one you just get in the bin at Walmart. Like, impulse buy. Like, you probably are looking for David Lynch, right? So, okay. I thought so, but I couldn't remember. Yeah. Mulholland Drive is my favorite, but those are good. Except I still don't really like Firewalk with Me. I don't enjoy watching that film. I know I just treat it as like a very long episode of Twin Peaks that helps sort of flesh out the story, but that's not a film I enjoy watching. And it's the first David Lynch I ever saw. I had a friend in high school that was like, "Get a load of this," and I watched it. I was like, "What the fuck is this?" And I hated it. I had to come back to it later, but he is such a force. I'm suddenly realizing I should have eaten something before drinking. Oh, so you did it. What are you drinking? I talked about it. I didn't. Now I feel like I don't need it anymore. I feel like I needed the booze for Bible Adventures. It's kind of early though. Do we start at 1 p.m.? Oh, that's right. You told me, Sambucha. Right. What are we missing? Do I have anything else? Okay. Whoop. I don't know. We might not make this 2-hour deadline. Let's go back in here and see. Firewalk with Me is a... Okay. It's just such a. It's such a. What do I want to say? Ugly, just violent, just icky film. It's just a lot of, just the subject matter is gross and it just feels bad to watch, Oh my god. It's just sitting right there. What is this? Is this could this be could I do with this? Maybe. It's almost, she's ready. She's ready to penetrate that door with something. I mean, y'all remember that look she gave that door? Ooh. Let's go do it. Isn't Fire Walk with Me a prequel to Twin Peaks? Yeah, basically, spoiler alert, Twin Peaks is a show about Laura Palmer being dead. So yeah, it's like how she died. And it's not pretty. And just a bunch of other things like leading up to the events of the show. Why do you have a medieval brain surgery tool in your inventory? That's the climax of the game. Are you talking about the barrel crank? I take it. I still remember the twist about her killer. That one, man, that episode hits hard, That's the thing. It's all, there's a lot of just ickiness in that show in general, but like it balances it out with the cozy vibes of the town and just like the fun characters you meet along the way. And I guess that movie just doesn't have the balance right to me. It's just all dark. And Twin Peaks The Return is also really dark, but that's got goofiness too. And it's just like the right kind of darkness. Because like that's my favorite David Lynch anything is Twin Peaks The Return. I think that's just, what a way to go out. If that's the last thing he does, I don't know if he's working on anything right now. Do we know? Does anybody know that? But if that's his magnum opus, his final project, bravo, sir. What a way to go. Oh, I botched it. I need to select the key first. Brain surgery is one of the oldest forms of surgery? Is that right? It might be the oldest, can't remember. And even though it sounds crazy, it has been really safe for literally thousands of years. It's something we have been really good at for an incredibly long time. You're kidding. Really? That's wild to think about. That episode is a trip. That one hits, and then when her lookalike cousin, when Bob comes for her, that also hurts. I can't select this? Oh, this isn't the key. This is a key for a different door, isn't it? Is this a key for the... Oh, shoot. I'm doing it again. And once you start... This is the Dark Souls of FMV games, right? Once you start the action, there's no... Cancel. Look at that, though. Ooh, baby. Any excuse to just fondle it once more. There's no canceling out of your... Live with your decision. I still need to see the new series. I highly recommend it. If you like David Lynch stuff, it is the lynchiest of lynchiness. And I felt everything watching that show. And that's rare for any sort of cinematic experience to make me feel like love and joy or like happiness, and then just absolute horror and depression and misery, and then to be laughing in between. Man. I'll still need to watch the third season. I need to rewatch the first two again, but you don't. You don't need to watch that second season. Maybe just the last couple that Lynch did, just to like know how it ends. But there's a lot of bullshit in Twin Peaks season 2. He kind of like stepped away, right? And it's just turns into kind of like a meandering soap opera there for a little while. Like, why are people doing what they're doing? We need them to be doing something. So let's just get them doing something. Have to watch the new one. Yeah, Laura's cousin, right? What is her name? I can't remember. But okay, let's try a key. The history of brain surgery dating to the Neolithic age was often accompanied with trepanation. Trepanation is defined as a procedure in which a hole is created through the skull, sometimes with a stone tool. And James ruins it with his stupid songs. Neolithic being 10,000 BC to 2200 BC. Yeah, that's crazy. I wonder what they were diagnosing and like why they were doing it. Wow. Maddie. Yeah. Okay. Poor Maddie. It hurts. Hurts every time. In Greek antiquity, trepanation was performed predominantly in males, principally as a surgical treatment of cranial injuries. The survival rate was 62.9%. That's, dude is just dead. Yeah. You know? Gotta do something when you're locked in a cell. So just like, have fun with it, you know? Work on the moves. Man, okay, I pulled up the article. Thank you. I'll take a look at this. That's really interesting. Have you outdone yourself once again? I think the reigning champion is still putting animals on trial in the Middle Ages, but this seems like a good article too. Dying while dabbing is worse than the guy in Pompeii that died jerking off. Is that true? Is there a dude frozen in ash or whatever that was jerking off? Oh, what is this? Oh, what is it? Was it 78 for the door? And that was some great timing. Did you see what I did? Did you see what I just did? Wasn't that good? Look, I did it again. Isn't that great? I'm really good at this. Oh, this... Huh? Oh, I have to... What? How many slots back did... Okay, wait a second. I need to do it like right around 8, 7. Oh, I was just a little too close. Okay. If I'm at 0, like 1 to 0, it's going to go to 9. 5. So I need to be like, hit it around 3? Hit it at 3 maybe? Picture a masturbating man from Pompeii. Oh, God. Wow. That is so funny. Oh, man. It looks like it's hitting for him, you know? What a way to go out, you know? If you're not with a, right, you click to, you had to. Everybody, you're clicking on that, aren't you? Also, 18 plus stream, right? All right, let's do this. Where did I say? There we go. Oh, beautiful. And then maybe around 3. How is he still so intact? Oh! No. I was way off. Oh, also, wait. I don't need an 8. I need a 7. Okay, wait a second. Oh, man. I blew it. Yeah, I blew it. Let's try a 2. Or like a 2 into 1. Is that going to be the right timing? No. Man, I just cannot do this. All right, wait. But I tried, like, here. How about that? He's a rock hard. You might say there was an explosion that day. Pompeii being the Roman city that was destroyed in volcanic eruption. Yeah. Fry me up, I'm done. Yeah. Lava blasted. The city and everything in it is incredibly well preserved by the volcanic eruption. Everything just ended up in stasis almost. Yeah, I mean, I remember like seeing pictures of everyone perfectly preserved, like when you cover this in school. That one wasn't in the textbooks, though. I wonder why. Oh, no. Wait, what am I doing? I'm on the wrong dial here. I'm going to spend 2 hours just doing this shit. Sometimes it goes longer than others, so maybe I got to try various numbers. Okay, wait. Oh, shoot. Let's try a, I don't know, like a 9 or an 8. Oh, wait, is it cycling back the same number, whatever number it lands on? Is that what it is? Beautiful, finally. If that's the case, then how does that make sense? Oh, or it would. Wait a second. I would need to land on 9, right? If I do it on 9, it would cycle back 9, cycle back through 0, and it would land on 8, right? Let's hit it at 9. 9. Oh, 8. You hate to see it. You hate to see it. No, that didn't do what I was expecting it to do. Do I have that wrong? That was almost right. 7, 7. It cycled 7 times, right? So it's not what I thought. Is it? Or is there a pattern here with the numbers? It's like the number is impacting a full cycle. Is it reducing it by? That doesn't make sense though. It just brute force all the numbers, I guess. I don't know, man. Let's try a 1. Should I try a 1? Okay. 1. We got a precious. It might cycle the amount of times of the first number. Oh, it is. It's the first number plus the second number, right? 7 plus 1 is 8. That's what it is. Okay. Wait. Did I read that? So, ended up in stasis. So we have things like all the drawings and carvings of erect penises, everywhere preserved perfectly. The penises often pointed to brothels. Fascinating. That is fascinating. I didn't know that. That's a pretty, that's not subtle at all. No code word for the brothel, just penis. Any penises interested in having a little fun today, head this way. This is probably going to be your scene. I think you'll like what we have in here for you. It's a whole place that's just constructed all around the idea of your pleasure. The phalluses of Pompeii. Now, this is a stream not safe for... Do we have a W that would be... I mean, I was trying to say, like, not safe for, you know, Christmas family get-togethers. People aren't... Not too many people working today. Or at this time. But... All right, let's get a look at these phalluses here. Can't wait. Oh, yeah. Oh, boy. That's a phallus. That's another phallus. Yep. Oh, my. Good to know that human beings, we just don't really change that much over the years, do we? We just got penises scrawled on everything throughout the ages. Wait a minute. Is that also a phallus on the left side of your overlay? God, kinda. Now we can't unsee that. Oh, what have you done? You're not familiar with that part of Christmas lore? If you hang a phallus on your tree, Santa, it even has the tip. It sure does. I mean, I definitely immediately noticed that when she planted the idea in my head. Oh my God, do I need to censor that? I was thinking, like, what if I put a censor bar on there? But this streaming software doesn't even allow you to, like, rotate images. It's so piss poor, like the transform options. Oh no. I never get tired of this cutscene though. Every time. All right, let's do it this time, right? Let's do the ring. We'll keep it between us, just whoever was here at this time. It'll, yes. We got the ring and we got the Eye of Sauron, and it's very loud. Hopefully y'all are okay. It's like the game is so quiet, and then it just, every once in a while, I know Frederick, you told me there's a workaround. I'll take a look at that. I've never messed with that audio option before. Oh, shit. See, Laura can move quickly. Look, she can run. She just chooses not to. So we've had, like, 2 very Raiders of the Lost Ark scenes so far. Like, we had the spikes. And that's not just an Indiana Jones thing, but, you know. Starting off with, like, a body impaled on spikes. That's how Raiders of the Lost Ark begins. And then we got the boulder, too. Also early on. You gonna fondle the boulder, too? Oh, you're just trying to push it. But not really. You kind of just already resigned yourself to being down here, right? That wasn't much of an effort. All right, let's take a look at sex and graffiti. Oh. I got some interesting tabs opened up if anyone were to come by my computer later. Like, oh, what were you doing down here? Like, oh, just streaming. It's like, where? On OnlyFans? Okay. So that link has some examples of Roman graffiti, yeah. Gaius Valerius Venustus, soldier of the first Praetorian cohort in Rufus's century, the greatest of all fuckers. Thought that was Godzilla for a second. Rufa, may life be as good as your sucking. Veneria has sucked the cock of Maximus throughout the vintage, leaving both her holes empty and only her mouth full. Now, venerea, is that something related to like a venereal disease? Is there something there with that? Or is it just coincidental? Sabina? I have no idea. I never took Latin, so I don't know where to begin with these. But Sabina, you are sucking it, but not well. Humanity really has not changed. The actual graffiti is further down on the page. Yeah, I was taking a look here. I like that. Yeah, that's funny. All right, but look a little bit more closely later because we're on a time crunch. How much time do we have? Oh, man. Hour and like, what, 20 minutes? Like more like 19, 18 minutes. We got to move. Vote for Isidorus for idol. He licks cunts the best. Wait, I see why that message was held by the Automod. Yeah, I do too, but I'm gonna let it roll. I don't have the hang up about that word that some people do. Some people treat it like it's the worst possible thing you could say aloud, and I don't really know why. It's an American thing too, because like, you know, other English speakers, other parts of the world, they don't treat it with such, not reverence, but what do I want to say? Hostility? Oh, wait a second. What was that? Rabbit on the right. Rabbit, deer. Oh, shoot. Was it a bird something up top? And then a horse on the left? Rabbit, deer, horse. Bird? RDHB? Can I remember that? Idol from Latin, or Adel maybe? Temple, magistrate of ancient Rome who originally had charge of the temple and cult of Ceres. At first, the Aedles were two officials of the plebeians, created at the same time as the tribunes. I would like that art to play somewhere nice. That would fit right in, right? I would love that right above my bed. And this is a bed too. Are we going back? It's so difficult to know sometimes. You got to be like standing on a certain spot in the room to get access to other like pathways to. Yeah, here we go. Now we got it. Okay. Wait a second. No, that was right. I guess we're going all the way around. Is it really just about like orienting it towards me as the viewer in the same pattern? But that's not right. What? Oh no. I definitely didn't expect that to happen. Let's look around the room a little bit more. But that's it. But is there something else maybe over here? I love that so many of our jokes could be translated to Roman Latin and Romans would think they were funny, maybe with some context about who we are mocking. Yeah, that's true. All you really got to say is like government official, right? And they're like, oh yeah, we get that. Sure. That's not happening. Can we look at the other one? No? Just the one drawer, huh? And then from here, I gotta back up. Okay. Etymology of venereal is apparently from Venus. Oh, that makes sense. Romantic diseases, right? Yeah. That's a nicer way to think about them. STD? No, I've never heard of it. I don't have an STD. I have a love disease. At which point your partner says, "Oh, well, if it's just the disease of romance, then that doesn't sound so bad." Okay. Venus being the goddess of love, sex, fertility, etc. Yeah, right. With a flower in the middle? Is that like a rose or something? It's so quick. No, it's not, but it's some sort of red pattern thing. I wish you'd give me... Oh, no, I don't want to watch it again. Okay. I think I get it. No, I don't. Does it line up differently if I rotate it like several times? These are the only places we can go. So... No. This way. Yeah, you're right. I should be snipping it. I just was thinking, like, it's not a lot to commit to memory. I just kept looking at it like maybe this is lined up like it is there. You know? I got the rabbit up on the right. Yeah. But that didn't do anything. Windows Shift. Yeah, thank you. I do that a lot actually for like when I'm trying to clip thumbnails for my streams. This is going to take me back over to that table in the drawer that doesn't open. That didn't just accomplish anything, right? Now that I have it lined up, is the door unlocked? I can't imagine it is. I would have heard a click or something. There would have been a shrieking cinematic at the very least. Oh. You know, I say that, but no. All right. We can't do anything. We just gotta, okay. Oh my. Do we plan podcast episodes in advance? Yeah. We have kind of planned out through, I want to say, to like July of next year, actually. Except we're kind of still debating about what we're going to do for April and May. We're talking about a couple different things, but we've got some, our topics kind of chosen based on what you've done since the previous episode. We haven't been doing it that long, really, right? So since the end of August, so we've kind of just been flying by the seat of our pants. Like I thought like Mortal Kombat might be an interesting place to start because that novel is funny. It's a funny topic, and also like Mortal Kombat 1 was about to drop. We thought like maybe get in there and right before the inundation of Mortal Kombat Mortal content, ride that wave. It didn't work, but it did work for Friday the 13th. Like we had a big uptick on like downloads and followers on Friday the 13th this year because we were doing Jason versus Freddy stuff. So doing that, and then like November, just, you know, when we're kind of guided by puns sometimes. I'm going to have to go back and listen to the first few episodes. Oh, I would love if you did. Let me know. They're not the strongest, and the audio quality is a little bad. My co-host didn't have the greatest mic situation, but I stand by the content. It's funny, like we read the Mortal Kombat novel so that you don't have to, right? Because there are some fun things to know about that book, but it's not the greatest use of your time. I have to listen to the old to appreciate the new. There we go. A key to a locked drawer, perhaps? Also, I'm very bad about, I just keep saying it every time it pops up, right? Like the Nightbot, that podcast episode is a month old. I keep forgetting. I gotta do that. It's not Twilight. Since Twilight, our last episode was I can't remember the name. What is it? The Royal Prince 3? No, Christmas Prince 3. The Royal Baby. I can't even remember what we just. It evaporated from my brain like fucking cotton candy. Watched a Hallmark movie. Talked about it. Had some fun. Had some laughs. Would love if you all listened and had some laughs with us. Check out the link. Available where you get all your oh my god. I need to work on my pitch. Where you get all your podcasts. Okay. Maybe in here? Oh, no. I can't. Wait. I have to backtrack over here, and then I can walk to the drawer? I'm not in the right spot? Is that right? I have to be standing here? Then I can walk over there. All these invisible pathways. That's right. There we go. Something I hate about Patreon is how it says dollars by default on a lot of screens without actually changing the amounts. That's not good. I never thought about that. I didn't realize that was an issue. There's a lot of things I don't like about Patreon. I don't really like the whole general UI, like the way they archive stuff. It's just all a mess to me. But, you know, gotta use what's available. Love that old book smell. Okay. Now what's in the book? Oh, you know what? We don't need to know. We just need to look at it on the... Oh my god, we're almost at an hour. Yeah, I can't look at stuff. I just have to like place it places. So it's like 50 USD to get a reward, and then I click the link and it's actually 50 NOK. 50 NOK is 5 USD. Yeah, my co-host, like I was telling you before, he runs the Patreon. He does social media, and I do like the show editing and stuff. And he was telling me like certain amounts from like people subscribing. I was like, what? It was you. It was yours. And I was like, that. No, there's no way that he just subscribed for that much. And like, oh yeah, no. He was reading like the NOK instead of the dollars. I guess it wasn't clear. No, okay. We gotta go all the way to the busts, and then we can turn towards the bookshelf.
Laura. 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 What are you doing? Go back. Now. Laura, you can't stop me. Leave the hospital. Quickly. If
We,
you do not, you'll never be able to return to your own world. Do you understand, Laura?
Damn, Laura, pay attention.
Quickly!
Dad, we passed that last exit a long time ago. This is no longer a hospital. We are no longer in our world. What if hospitals looked like this, though, right? There's no reason they have to look the way they do. Can you imagine? What if you were treated in a room like this with just a big grand fireplace, series of busts, fine paintings, and they did that for every patient? Wouldn't that be great? It's a better use of resources than the system we got now. At least that money's going towards something, other than being lost in the shuffle. Let's put this book on the shelf. Do we need to put it in a certain spot? No. Just pop it in. What the hell was that, Laura? Did you put that in with the spine facing inward? Or, what a psychopath. I never even considered doing that. That's the craziest thing I've ever seen. But I guess that was the key, right? Here we go. What? Save? If only I could. This is you do this game in one straight shot. Why did it just replay that cinematic? Okay, I'm remembering these rooms vaguely, but I don't remember what you do in each one. But it's pretty clear that we gotta just... This is it. This is the only option in here. Okay. She restocked the book with the pages out. She sure did. Can you believe it? That the thought would even cross her mind. I mean, it's like, yeah, that was the ticket. That was the trick to open the door. I wonder if it would have worked otherwise. Did you have to put it in that way, Laura? But that was your first inclination to do that. Which makes me think, this isn't your first rodeo. Like, you've done this before. Bold move indeed. Oh, is that... Am I moving? Are we in a different... Look, yeah. We're not going through that thing, are we? What if we pushed on it? We have a good track record of pushing stuff out of the way. No. I should have checked after the first spin. So we've got the most tedious... Huh?
Laura. Laura.
I was about to say most tedious elevator in the world, and that was before Dad popped in again.
Laura. Laura. Soon I will
Dad.
no longer be
Dad.
the man you know.
Dad.
I can feel my control slipping away. Quickly, before that happens, you must leave here. I want you, of all people, to be safe from me. Laura, there's nothing I can...
Ran out of time. If only he hadn't said our name 13 times in a row, he might have had time to give us some actual information. He could have imparted something, but no, he decided to just repeat our name. I wonder if the Celtic symbols matter in a Celtic way, or if they are just more generic supernatural. I would assume the latter. I mean, I never want to assume too much, but like this happens a lot in Japanese media, games and anime, where like Western occult symbols, they have like just sort of a natural air of mystique because they're foreign, so they just get used randomly. You know, you see this a lot in like stuff like Evangelion or whatever. Giant crucifixes. In like X 1999 by Clamp, you have like the Star of David on the end of the sword, stuff like that. And you just like I think I read an interview with Hideaki Anno, the director of Evangelion, like the creator, and they're like, "Why did you do this?" And he's like, "It looks cool. It's like Western mysticism and occultism and all that, with like Dead Sea Scrolls and all the religious iconography in that show." And it's just because we do the same thing. Like we kind of romanticize kanji, like Chinese characters sometimes. You see it like emblazoned on a shirt. It's like, ooh, this is so mysterious. What does it say? And it's just like, it's an advertisement for a ramen restaurant. It's a Toyota-thon. 0.9% APR. Get in there quick. So we... Japanese media loves Norse stuff, Valkyries, Norse gods. That's true, yeah. Just like in Family Guy when Stewie keeps calling out Lois's mom. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Really? It's like a little...
Gotcha. Scared you.
Now we're playing spooky games.
Scared you.
So, boy, you can't do that anymore. It's too spooky. Mom over and over again, and Lois is like, what? Stewie's like, hi. Laura, Laura, Laura. What, Dad? Hi. Yeah, it's how many times we spun it? This was 3, right? So 3 took us to Spike Pool. 2 took us to the brick wall. I didn't get to see 1. Because I didn't know to turn around. So let's see, what's here? Oh, we're back there. Okay. Huh. How do we get that treasure chest? Or in stupid white people. What? Wait, what? Oh, I gotta allow that. Wait, what? Oh, I see. You tried to post it again. Yeah, the mod kept that out. Put white people put white people on their tattoos. Put kanji tattoos because it looks cool, and the kanji means stupid. That's, you hate to see it. It's like, y'all get that vetted before you ink that on yourself. Because sometimes, what was the one my boss was telling me? Here we go. This is a good sign. She saw a really funny one because it was like, it was kanji, and then it had like cool guy. This wasn't a tattoo. This was like a T-shirt she saw someone wearing. It was like supposed to be Japanese, and it was written out like with the English underneath the kanji, and it said like cool guys, but like the kanji actually meant cold tofu. So, like, you're a little off there. You a couple of strokes out of place, and you have got something much different there. You're not the cool guy you think you are. Also, the fact that if you are wearing a shirt that says cool guy on it, even ironically at this point, I don't know. Am I the only one getting a kick about how she interacts with these doors? Just give him a little diddle there. Okay. Moving on. Oh man. Okay. I remember this one giving me some trouble. There's like some weird submittable. Yo, why? Why indeed? Laura, we're on a 2-hour timer. I'm pretty sure it's 2 hours. We don't have time for this.
There's shit everywhere! Damn it!
Look at this shit. It's everywhere. Let me guess. Laura. Oh wait, no, this is like a different vision. This isn't Dad. These visions are pretty cool. I like the lighting on these, right? The color here, this filter. It's very creepy. And then the intercut of the D there. Who is she stabbing and why? Why does the door like that too? She murdering her mom, impaled by a weird rune scale. Imagine the force behind that butter knife to do that. That's actually, is that scarier than like murdering someone with an actual just like a vegetable knife or something, or like a proper like combat knife? For someone to do with a butter knife, imagine the rage and the power behind that thrust to do that damage with that utensil. Hey, thanks for saying hi again, and Merry Christmas to you too. Are you having a good one? Did Santa bring you everything you wanted? I don't know. This is the one. Here's the finger. The finger's back. The finger's back. Well, that'll take a lot more force. Yeah, that's scary, right? I think that's scarier. What? What am I doing here? I don't know. Get me out. Get me out of here. I don't know. Sure. What? There we go. We just gotta depress them all, and then we can back out of here. What if I did it right? Wouldn't that be amazing? It would just look like I'm cheating, but I'm not. I'm gonna do it right randomly on my very first try. Just watch. This is gonna be a Christmas miracle. It's a Christmas miracle if I can actually hit him. That's the real miracle here. Oh, almost. Come on. What? Gotta get it just right. Gotta feel it out, you know? What the hell? Why aren't you... What? There we go. So, no? So I just have... How do I get out of here? What? Oh, okay. I don't know. Santa gave me MMA grappling gloves. I think he wants me to throw hands. Oh, man. Back in my day, Santa would never want such a thing, but you know. Oh, man. What is this puzzle? And we got another one here. Sagittarius. I remember this one tripping me up. I think this is where I failed going through the game originally. I feel like I remember being stuck here for a while. How much time do we have? Oh, boy. 50 minutes, roughly. It's not looking good. Is the clue here? Do we have to know the constellations to solve this one? I can't remember. Can I go upstairs? I don't think so. So I just gotta deal with you. Is that what it is? Aquarius? Let's look at the constellation Aquarius. Oops. The water carrier. Does this give me any clues? Not really. I don't think that's the trick at all. Huh. Sagittarius. Let's think about there. So you got, let's see, you got, what are some defining characteristics of this? You got 4 legs. You got a bow and arrow. You got 2 arms. What about you? Is there anything here in the fountain? Can I go around the fountain? No, I can only go forward to the fountain. Wait, do I have something that would unlock that? Did I have it? Is this key? I haven't used this key yet. Or I have, but I still have it, so maybe I can use it again. Do I go up in the tower first? Maybe I don't have what I need. No, I just... Hold on, Laura. I'm trying to get the key out. God damn. She doesn't even let me... No. 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 Maybe? What does this do? Is that a save mechanism? Now I can't remember. Can you save in this game? Could I restart here? I don't think so. Huh. I'm a Sagittarius. Not again. Yeah? Any deep insights about Sagittarius that maybe would help aid this pursuit of figuring out what buttons? What really presses your buttons as a Sagittarius? What gets you going? Is it the big red one? Oh, what is this? Sagittarius. Laura and the door. Laura and the door. Is it the same? All I know is my sister is a Scorpio, and Sagittarius is pointing their bow at Scorpio, ready to murder it. Oh, this is Scorpio is these two? Scorpio. Ready to murder it. This feels, yeah. I wonder if that's something. Do they all come into play? And these are the same, right? No, Scorpio is a scorpion. Okay. What are the two? Gemini, right? The two twins? The two twins. The twins? I don't even know. What are these symbols like designating? What do they relate to? I don't know. I'm just saying my sign is trying to murder my sister's sign. Nothing actually helpful. Yeah, I know, but you saying that made me think like, oh, maybe look at their placement here, how they're oriented. That might be something. I remember like the ultimate result, I think the water flows down and it floods the spiked hole and the chest floats up and then we get it, I think is what happens. I'm trying to remember. Aquarius? I wonder if it's like, no, that doesn't make sense. There are 8 buttons. I wonder if I missed something along the way. It gives me a clue. I don't know, man. This is the toughest one to hit. That one has to be there we go. It might have something to do with like astrology. That's what I was wondering. That's why I was looking up the constellation. Like, is there anything I can divine from looking at it? But like, it's just random symbols, right? I mean, I have to imagine they're not random, but I have no idea what they're relating to. Like, what is the circle? Like, why hit a circle over a square? Colors and shapes representing the nonsense elements and lore surrounding the signs. Yeah, that's the other thing I was thinking, like, okay, maybe like blue for Aquarius because of water, but then I don't know, what is Sagittarius? I don't know. Right? I really don't have anything in my inventory. I got this key, but I can't like examine the keys, right? So I was thinking maybe there's a pattern. Oh boy, we're gonna waste all of our time here. We're gonna lose D. Know a lot about weird stuff, and next to nothing about astrology. This reminded me of this puzzle in the let me get me out of here. Oh, sure. What? Did that always happen? Did that happen every time? That's new. What? What was that? I remember it cracking before, but now it's just busted? Wait, what? I don't remember what that does. And I can't get out of my inventory. Why can't I? Oh, wait. What if you just hit the key again? Jesus, I thought I did that. I was thinking like that crossed my mind, but I don't think. I mean, it happens from time to time, but generally games are like of this era too. They're not gonna have you rely on outside knowledge. I say that there are games that do that, but I usually assume like, oh, they would have in-world stuff that would guide you towards the answer, or something you could like problem solve. So like the original Silent Hill has a puzzle related to this as well, where they've got like astrological signs and all these pictures around the room, but it's about counting their appendages, and that relates to a series of numbers. But I'm just wondering, like, what's the connection with what? We just got colors and shapes here, and I don't see anything else that relates to the shapes or the colors. Learning about astrology will make you more popular with a lot of women, but it will also make you insufferable. Let me backtrack. Maybe there's something. Was there anything on the door? I was so busy watching her just, dingle her fingers in there and just like, you know what I mean? I got distracted, but is there a clue? There's no clue. There's no clue on that door, right? Yeah, that's a pretty bare bones door there. Was there one down below? I've researched every other thing under the sun back in the day involving weird occult stuff. Oh, yeah? Was astrology on your list? You just didn't get to it? Or that one just didn't interest you as much? We're swinging all the way around. I don't know if it's a mistake. It's probably a mistake to go down here, right? But I don't know. Should I fumble with more buttons? I'd play Silent Hill 2 sometime. I don't know if it'll blow your mind, but it blew my mind back in 2001. So I played Silent Hill 2. I just never cleared it. I never got all the way to the end. But it's on my list. I do want to do that. And now that's closed. Oh no, I can go back up. Because I'm thinking about like what was down below, and I can't think of anything down there that would guide me towards this, and I don't think they would make you backtrack that far. Maybe. But yeah, I do want to play Silent Hill 2 here soon. Oh shoot, I don't know. Maybe go back down. Let's just see. Was there something on a book or a bust or... Shouldn't be so dismissive of astrology people. I'm sure most of them are nice people. Yeah, that's how I feel about like any kind of blanket statement like that. Like, I mean, I think it's interesting. Like anything can be kind of interesting to sort of just play around with the ideas. I would never believe it really means much of anything, but if it brings someone comfort or joy in this world, sure. I don't want to be the one to take it away from them. I believe any number of kooky things, I'm sure. See, even that's like dismissive. Like, I'm calling it kooky. I just had some negative experiences with very loud, very annoying people blaming every one of their flaws and shitty behaviors on their sign. Oh, baby, don't. Yeah, I know about it. Yeah, I'm with you. Imagine, now, the best one is when... Oh, see, I'm glad I came down. This is new. Right, I missed a door on the way. I didn't check the very first door. I love being told by a girlfriend that's breaking up with me that I'm being such a Leo right now or something. You know what I mean? That's the best. Love that. So we can just bang on it, huh? Astrology is like teenage girl stuff and not really something that has any weight, at least not in the modern sense. I think it's like just magical thinking. You can imbue a lot of things in this world with sort of meaning and sort of find patterns in them, right? It's sort of just evolutionarily programmed into us, right, as humans, to see patterns in things where patterns don't exist. And so it's just like one long line of those, I guess, is the way I look at it. I would be surprised if this puzzle requires actual astrology knowledge. There has to be some hints in game. That's what I'm thinking. So that's why I thought come back down. So I can only backtrack from here. I thought, like, let's just spin the wheel and see if I missed anything. Take a left here. Okay. Let's go left. A lot of people put a lot of weight in astrology. That's true. I think that's when that sort of thing happens, it makes the non-believers more inclined to sort of be less, what I want to say, forgiving of it, right? If you just hear it a lot or just see people that make a lot of decisions based on it, if it gets reinforced socially, right? You're like, what? Why do you believe in this? Wasn't that the thing with, I mean, the Americans can maybe weigh in, but like with Ronald Reagan, wasn't his wife like sort of, because she was kind of taking control as he faded away mentally. Wasn't she basing a lot of decisions on astrology? I think that's something I remember reading about. I'm sure the sense of older astrology people from antiquity periods and such had more weight to it in terms of belief systems. Yeah, a lot of it is bullcrap, though. Yeah, because, like, right, it makes sense then. Because it does, you do believe, like, the Earth is the center of the universe and everything's revolving around it. So then you would put a lot of, especially if, like, you think, you're basing your whole existence, your whole world revolves around the movements of the heavens, the stars, and, you know, the cycles of the moon, like your planting season, your harvesting season, right? So it's like, oh, these are our guiding forces, gods, the universe above us. So there's a lot of meaning that we're deriving from that. And it makes sense. This is the same, what? So there's just there are a lot more floors to this place than I realized. Okay. So I wasn't ready to face that puzzle yet. Oh, yeah, I remember you. Wow. Oh. Bye-bye. Okay. Thankfully, you can do this many times. I know because I've done it many times. I've failed this many times. Oh, boy. Same problem as with a lot of belief systems, is that they try and impose their beliefs onto others. Right. That's it. They will tell you that the reason why you are the way you are is because of the stars, not because of your parents or society or your own efforts, right? And so for me, I'm already inclined to just like not like that idea at all, the sense of not having control. So I have just a natural aversion to that too. And to some people, this is a way to avoid working on themselves. Well, maybe that's all I need to do. Just blame it all on the stars. What? Oh, I did do it. Did I? It's a very short window of time. That's tricky. I didn't do it, though. He's still up there. Oh, boy. A good night to you. Oh. A clue? A key? A something? No? Yes? Maybe? A sword. Some people don't want to take responsibility for their own mistakes. Yeah. That's true. That's part of it too. Did QTEs before QTs were popular? That's right. The original. The OG. The OD. No, not the OD. Never mind. That means something, those two letters together. Yeah. So we're done here. Can we go look at our handiwork? We cannot. All right. I got a sword. The sword goes in that door, I think, right? Oh, is that it? Do I slide the sword into the door? And then I go upstairs. I was thinking, like, I remember going up in the tower and feeling like I found the answer to the puzzle up there. I don't think I'm going to make it in time, y'all. Let's see. How are we looking? Oh, 30 minutes. Half an hour. Okay. And I'm just assuming that it's 2 hours. I don't really know. I can't remember. Now, where are we now? Okay, here again. Man, I should have like counted and like kept track of how many to the each destination. This game does look kind of like campy fun. Yeah, I really like this game. I think it's really atmospheric and unique. And oh, this is new too, isn't it? Oh no, this is back down to where yeah, this is where I came up. So I've done a full cycle now. Okay, I wish I knew how many up to the where I'm trying to get to. I don't want to like overshoot it, so I'm just going to turn around every time. I feel like it's like 3. But before I ever, so like I said, I remembered this game. It made a big impression just with its visual design, like the cover art you see in the box at the store, like on the store shelves. But I never actually played it until like after playing D2. I played D2 first on the Dreamcast, and that's I'm so excited to play that. I'm going to do that probably not today. It's already like 2 p.m. Maybe. I don't know. I might do that tomorrow. I think we're going to do a D2 stream tomorrow. Before December runs out. And then we got Tokimeki going and Subnautica going. And you're enjoying the game so far? Yeah, good. I didn't know. Like, how is this going to be to watch? Because it is kind of slow. Oh, but y'all can help me out. So I got something planned for January. I need some janky games. Some bad games, but maybe bad games that we're going to try and find some good in. So my plan is to do Jankuary. So I'm going to set up some goals. I'll probably do like follower goals, and maybe like every 5 follows. This goes down to the pit. I don't want to go down there. I don't think. I'm gonna play a jankier game. So far I'm thinking like, what kind of jank? Like, oh, I missed a message. Did I? Where? Oh, wait, did I? I did. You're a bad person. No, I read that. Wait, did I read that? Fault of bad parenting or trauma or anything like that? Nothing fixable. It's the stars, and the stars are in the evil alignment currently. I think. Oh yeah, I did miss it. I'm sorry. Maybe because it was the start looked like a previous opinion you had, and my brain thought I'd already read that. Yeah, I'm thinking about like, so right now I'm thinking like, did I already turn around? Like Superman 64. I'd like to try that. I've never played that. It's a notoriously. Am I still where I left off? I started talking. I'm scared because like if I miss it, yeah, I have to go around the whole cycle again, and I haven't counted how many turns it is to where I need to go. Yeah, maybe some like notoriously bad games or games with a reputation, or just like just because I post long messages they can blend together. Yeah, maybe. I just generally blame it on my brain, but yeah, sometimes shorter games maybe. Shorter games would be good. Yeah, nothing like 40-hour terrible RPG or anything. And maybe something that you might think is more fun than less of the Bible adventures variety and more of, I don't know, some fun jankiness. My idea is like up the jank at each tier. Like the farther we get towards the goal, I'll move on to the next game. Hopefully clear each one, play it till it finishes, and then like the longer we go, the higher we get, the jankier of a game I have to play. So maybe something like, I don't know how bad Superman 64 is. And it's like, people talk about it. It's like, it's one of those games, It's got such a reputation, but is it really that bad? I don't know. Janky, baddish, short. Yeah. Open call to everybody. Feel free to hop in the chat, drop some picks. I'm thinking I'll assemble a list and then like look and kind of try to decide which of these seem bad and maybe pick like 3, 4 of them. Oh, I'm at the door already, aren't I? I was right there. All right, wait. No, we gotta go back. Laura, we don't have time to overshoot it. Every second, every minute counts. I think the sword goes in here. Hell yeah. That's what it was. The first game I thought of isn't really bad, but it's an Army Men RTS for PS2. I think it's janky purely because it's a PS2 RTS. Oh man. All right. Is it just Army Men? Is that the title of it? Army Men RTS. Oh, okay, that's the name. Nothing fancy, just it is what it is. Yeah, this is gonna tell us the puzzle downstairs. This is it. Or is it? Oh. I thought the game froze. What? Is this Sagittarius and Huh? Okay. Oh, are these the signs? Are these related to... So maybe the zigzags are the water? I don't know. No, let's not do that. Let's go back. What does that show us? Age of Empires 2 is definitely bad-ish and janky on PS2. Pizza was playing that, right? Yeah, all I can think of are RTS games on consoles. I mean, that's not a bad place to start. That's the way I played the original Command & Conquer for the first time, was on PlayStation, and I didn't have a PlayStation mouse or anything. So, and I didn't know any better, and I just thought, this is the coolest game in the world. I don't even mind playing it on a D-pad. Am I gaining anything from looking at these? So far, not really. StarCraft on N64. That would be an experience because I've never played StarCraft. I don't think. Have I played that? No, I guess I've like dabbled with like a friend, I think. But I never had it. I never played it regularly. Warcraft 2 on PlayStation. Okay. I like the StarCraft on N64. That might be a fun one. Is it bad though? Is that like a bad port? I have to imagine it is, right? Or was it like, considering that if you're an N64 player, you have access to this game you wouldn't be able to play otherwise, it's as good as you could ask for? What did all these just convey to me? What did I just learn by doing that? Okay. R. Are any of these the actual, like, what do I want to say, runic sign or whatever, related to, yeah, the zigzags are the Aquarius, right? So if I did Aquarius, right? I wonder what Sagittarius is. Let's see. This one kind of does require outside knowledge. I mean, you can kind of, like, context clue it, or what do I want to say, like, it looks like water, so that was my first thought, but then I just wanted to double check. But, and then this one, right, it looks like an arrow, so I was thinking, yeah, that might be Sagittarius next down, but, okay. Maybe if I set it to Aquarius and then go down and look at the Aquarius buttons, maybe, will something have changed? Let's see. I can't imagine playing StarCraft, a game that really needs shortcuts for units and buildings and control groups with an N64 controller is a good experience. Yeah, probably not. Probably not. Well, like I said, I had fun as a kid playing Command & Conquer, but maybe that, I guess it didn't need shortcuts as much. But just the slower process of, like, via D-pad moving your cursor, even that was playing it after the fact. Like, oh yeah, this is not the ideal once you've had the PC experience. You can select up to 12 units at a time, so on PC, an army can be multiple control groups. So you can ask Pizza how janky StarCraft and N64 was. I think he has played it. I will have to do that. That's a good pick, though. Thank you. If you got any more, bring them on. So it's the same. I don't see anything new down here. Was there something in that pattern that, like, stood out that maybe... Let's look for these shapes and these colors and the Aquarius. I don't know, man. How we looking? Ooh, it's not looking good. 20 minutes. I don't know how I feel about that mechanic. I didn't know how I felt about it the first time. I mean, I hated it the first time I was, like, right in the middle of something, and it just booted me back out to the beginning of the game. Like, oh, you ran out of time. It is a way to, like, get around. It's a way to have a fail state in the game that doesn't have fail states otherwise, so I kind of appreciate that. But I also, like, I really enjoy the atmosphere of this game and just, like, thinking through something, and it's sort of at odds with, you know, trying to, like, get you invested in... Can I move this? No. I don't know. Set it to Sagittarius, maybe? I don't know. But, like, obviously I'm supposed to be getting something out of looking at this, right? There's a reason why I can look at it. What do I see here? 9 green. 9 green. Maybe it's the color. Is it the number? 9 green. Or maybe all green. Maybe it's just the colors. Maybe just hit the colors. Those color buttons. Is that all it is? So, like, the green and the... Oh no. It's like, okay. Were there buttons these two colors? Let's see. Is that what it is? Just to press those colored buttons? Fahrenheit Indigo Prophecy is a very janky, crazy, definitely bad game. Is that a Quantic Dream game? Because that would be cool, because I've been playing Omicron. I need to finish that too. That's the other thing. I gotta do that. Yeah, that might be good. Quantic Dream, roll into another Quantic Dream. That's something. Okay. Maybe we go from, like, janky, that's going to be, like, a good, interesting experience. Because I've heard good things about that game. And we just, like, build up to just the pain with, like, something like a Superman 64. Which I don't know how fun that's going to be. David Cage makes very enjoyable, very bad games. This is what it is, isn't it? It's just about those colors. So let's push that. I already had push down. Whoa, where'd you go? Laura, where'd you go? Where's that finger? Okay, let's try it again. Oh, there it is. Yeah, have you played Omicron, the Nomad Soul? Just these two, right? Is that pushed in? That's pushed. That's out. Okay. No, but I've seen some videos of it. Okay, I think I got to do that here soon then. I'm wondering if I should just restart the game. Emissary Vix gifted it to me on PC. I was playing it on Dreamcast. That's not the ideal way, apparently. That's the way I played it as a kid. Oh, that's already out. Looked like it was depressed. So yeah, these two. Is that it? Fingers crossed. Did that do something? Please? Oh God, no. That's not it. That's the one where you possess a guy and sexually assault his wife, right? Oh, yeah. That's something that happens right away. Yep. Yep. She thinks you're husband. You are not husband, but you do it anyway. I don't even know. Do you have a choice to not do it? I can't remember. Or maybe it's it's just on the constellation that, oh shit. Which one was which? Sagittarius was the green, I think. Is it just that color for that constellation? It's not both on both, maybe. Let's see. Hell yeah. Look at that treasure chest. Bring it on. He doesn't really respect women is reflected perfectly in his games, and it makes for very funny games. Funny at laughing. Yeah, right. Kind of like, sort of like the Uwe Boll situation, where like you can laugh at just the sort of how you can divine someone's outlook on the world through their work. But yeah, I remember that from like. So we got to go down below to get that chest. Yeah, we don't get it here. It didn't. It floated up down below. In Heavy Rain, like there's the scene when you play as the female character, and the whole like introduction of her, if I'm remembering correctly, it's like her being in her bra and underwear in her apartment, and then being like assaulted, and like racing around the apartment, and then it's just like a dream sequence, and it's like what purpose did that serve? Absolutely none, other than just like it's an excuse to have that scene take place. It doesn't really have any bearing on the story or the world or the events. What did I come back to? We're talking about David Cage. Heavy Rain. Currently, but just like in general. Like what he decides to do with his characters and why, and what you can sort of divine about his personality based on that. Or are you talking about the game? In which case, he came back to... Oh, it did get held. Is it because... Oh, because there's a slur in there. Maybe, yeah. I'll go ahead and keep that one, right? That's why, yeah. So it's like right in the URL too, huh? Yeah, well, I think you had the right idea. We're just gonna leave that one out in the ether. I pulled it up though. I'll take it out. Yeah, I'll take a look at it for sure. Because who knows? It might come in handy. We might do a, you know, all of your Uwe Boll knowledge really helped me in that episode of the podcast. So who knows? We're still banging on this. That you shoot that with a gun, I think. You get a gun. I think the gun's in the chest. I think I'm right at the end. Oh my god. Is it like 10 minutes or something that I have? We're so close. So close to the end. We gotta move. I don't remember which one of these. Took me where? That sucks. So I just gotta keep turning around and wasting time and spinning it. Oh man. That's the wall. Okay. Back. I think this is the end. I could probably do it again all really quickly if I had to. But I don't want to. Honestly, I feel like most sex scenes in movies, and no matter the context, are necessary. Disagree. I guess it's the uses of the word most. I feel like a lot of them are sort of like gratuitous, but then sometimes it's the gratuitous nature is the point, and then sometimes like, yeah, I don't know. I think a lot of them are, but I don't know if the majority would be. Sex scenes, like all scenes, have purpose. I agree, but like sometimes they don't. Sometimes it's just like, how are we gonna sell this thing? What's the line? Like, what's the cheapest special effect? Nudity, right? It's like, how do we sell tickets? Like, well, you know, get someone to take their top off, and there you go. Like most of the times, you can imply something without showing it. Yeah, I agree with that. Okay, this is not right. This isn't what I want to be, right? I don't think. Because it's the other one. It's like the spike pit. This is a different pit. Yeah, but we just got to come all the way down. Yep. And then turn around. Oh, man, what have I done? Wasted like a full minute doing this. There's only a handful to spare. I feel it. I feel the time slipping from my palm like that. What's that movie? Is it Kroll? Anyone know the movie I'm talking about? The 80s fantasy movie with the guy that has like the boomerang, like the bladed boomerang thing he fights with. There's a scene, I think it's that movie, where like the guy's got his life in his hand as sand, but once it runs out, he dies, and he's like desperately trying to keep it in his palm. Anyway, that's what I'm feeling right now. Like, oh my god, I got a little bit of sand here, and it's like, I can't keep it from slipping between my fingers. Depends on the scene, obviously, but that's the same with any other scene. There are unnecessary fight scenes. You can imply the fight with it. That's true. That's a good point. Sometimes that's the right choice. Like in Mad Max, there's a scene where Max runs off and we just hear the action. Yeah. And it's a very impactful scene, even though we don't see him doing anything. Yeah, I'm trying to think. That's a very good point. Like, I'm trying to think of some good cutaways for like violence or just other things. And yeah, I'm off the top of my head, I can't think, but I know it's happened and I've liked it. I think this is the right one. This is no. What are you thinking? This is not the right one. Let's just, yeah. Okay. Man, I really, if I had made a note, I could have just gone right there. Which one leads us down to the pit? Oh shit! 5 minutes, like 6 minutes. Mad Max also has some amazing action scenes that we do see lots of them. Really, yeah, that's true. When there's like a balance, it's knowing like when to use it. Right? It's all about using a scene in an effective way. Right. Sometimes those unnecessary scenes are there to give more detail to the world of the movie game without adding to the story. That's a very good point too, right? It's all about like just sometimes setting the tone, the atmosphere. It's like it might be can I say this word? Superfluous. That's one that just I gotta take some time on to like the plot and the general arc of the narrative, right? But it adds a lot in terms of just establishing the sense of world and place. Yeah, good points. I enjoyed Heavy Rain in Detroit, but Beyond Two Souls is an alright game. Gotta play that one. Quantic Dream deep dive on the way. Should we do it? Is that the next series exploration? This is the... Okay. I didn't count again. I'm not counting. I just have to believe that I'm going to get down there in time, get the gun, come back up, and shoot the window in time. But I don't know. I just don't know. Laura, run. Laura, we have 5 minutes. 5 minutes. Maybe less at this point. Get that gun. Shoot that window. I'm sweating. Y'all sweating? And what a gun it is. A lot of sex scenes involve very choreographed movements and actions that tell you a lot about the mental state of the characters, and those scenes are often really important. That's true, too. Get up there. Maybe you do agree with us about the unnecessary scenes, but wanted to be a contrarian to introduce discussion.
Laura.
Me? Oh, Laura.
Laura.
A contrarian? No. No, I was thinking like,
Laura.
shoot your dad. I think that's what we do. Sorry, spoiler.
Laura.
I think, is there a choice? Is there multiple endings? I can't remember. I thought I remember shooting the window, that stained glass.
Soon I will be transformed. When that happens, my new self
Wrap it up,
will
Dad.
have need of you. This other self is one I cannot control. It is he who has done these
She
horrible
is tripping balls.
things.
This is supposed to be a hospital,
Laura.
so yeah.
Leave here. He wants you.
Hi. Go, Laura. Go, 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 go. We gotta go. Did I really say that many goes? Subtitles. You're going a little crazy with it. Calm down. Hi, Dad. Oh, hi, Mark. This definitely isn't it, but what if it were? Yeah, it's not. We knew that. We knew that. We knew that. We knew that. We gotta go. That wheel is too loud. It is loud. Oh my God. We're like, it's a couple minutes. It's what, 2 minutes? I didn't even really look. No time to look. Only time to spin. It's like I don't want to pass it, but I don't think this is it either. I think this is the one that goes. Oh, is this it? Oh, please be it. Please be it. This is not it. This is the stairs. Okay. It's the next one, I think. The next one that allows, like, access. Ooh, man. Did I get the gun? I did get the gun. Am I going to be able to use it in time? Or am I going to have to play the whole game over again? This is where I pivot to a D speedrunner. This is going to be my new thing. Y'all ready to just watch D every day? I think this is it. Get in there. It's a race to the finish. You know, it's fun to have some excitement here, right? It's been a slow, kind of plodding, methodical game. Now, oh, no time for that. Don't you spook me. Go, go, go. Yeah, get it. Oh. Oh, this might not be the end. I think I have more to go. This isn't happening. Oh, we gotta scale up the... I see D every day. You hanging out in Pompeii? That's where the D's are. Oh no. Would you still be friends with Frederick if he was pregnant against elements? That's kind of an unforgivable sin, right? I don't know. I'd have to think about it. stuff to do up here too. I remember this. We got to do the game again, guys. Yeah, right. Because I don't remember what happens here, but imagine thinking you are my friends. What? What? Are you all not into the parasocial scene like I am?
Laura.
Here he goes.
Laura.
Dad, no time.
Laura. 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 Do not come to me. The one who I am to become needs blood for the change to be complete. You have seen what he will do, and it is your blood that he wants most. Laura, we are cursed. In our veins flows the blood of Dracula.
Were you all expecting that? That's why the game is called D. The D is for Dracula. I am sometimes a mean drunk, and I will not accept you for shaming me for being pregnant against elephants, nor should you. Is her dad a vampire? Oh, D isn't a real letter. It was invented by humans. No. D was passed down by... It was taken by Prometheus from the gods themselves. Oh, did I just fail? That's it. That's what happens when you run out of time. Bye-bye. It is 2 hours. Well, shucks. Time's up. Please try again. Okay. Shit. Redeemed breathe oxygen. Thank you. I needed that. I really needed that. I don't know. Should I try it again? I wonder how fast I can do it. I can't just like not finish it. I can't play D2 until I finish D1. If you don't finish your D, you don't get any dessert. D2's the dessert. I think I'm going to sit here and play this whole game again. It can't be too long, though, right? Oh, did we lose, though? Like, it. Now I know exactly what to do. It's, like, fresh in my brain. I only had, like, a vague memory of some things. But now it's all in there. It's all ready to go. So, let's do it. D is just the cowards. What is that? I don't remember that. I know that I've seen that character, but I don't know what it's called. How do I know you're really breathing oxygen and not breathing carbon dioxide like a lizard person? You will never know. And I will never divulge enough information for you to be able to figure it out. It's going to drive you just crazy for the rest of your life. You'll be on your deathbed wondering, like, what was he, though? Was he? Maybe he's, like, in there doing the helium thing, like some kind of maniac. I'm over here like Dennis Hopper in Blue Velvet, just huffing. The castle and the messages suggested as much. Oh, of course it's a vampire game. Yeah, right. Okay, I'm gonna take just like a 1 minute break. I'm going here for a good minute. Y'all want to hang around? I think I'm just gonna see how fast I can get through the game D. If you're really curious about how it ends, stick around. I'll be right back. All right, thanks everybody for hanging around. The game D. Oh, this takes me back. I haven't played this in ages. Or what do I want to say? I've never played this before. I wonder. I hear it's a puzzle game that you have to think through. I bet I'm a pretty smart guy. I bet I can figure these things out really quickly. D on the left of the screen. Just ruining my perfectly innocent ornaments with your Pompeian gutter mind. So yeah, this is the LA hospital here. We know it, we love it. Can I skip these now? It's round 2. I can. Look at this. We don't got time for this. There we go. So I don't even need to get the paper this time. I can just go straight to... How many of these do I remember perfectly? 4 and 2 for the drawers. That'll get the key. Do I have that right? Wait a second. If she was walking into a hospital, why is there a dining table?
Laura.
Why indeed?
Laura.
Somebody's never been to LA. This is how they do the hospitals out there. You didn't know that?
This is your father.
So the castle sort of like transforms. I can't skip these though. We can skip certain cutscenes, but you never
back.
skip Papa D's
You must
dialogue.
not
You gotta
cross
listen to it
over
because
to
it's
this
so
side.
riveting. You just gotta listen to the whole thing.
This is another world born of my own mind.
It's another world born of
Laura.
my own mind. So that's
Go
why
back.
we got dining
Come
tables.
further, and your world will be closed off from you.
He says that, and it's like,
Laura,
it's closed.
I'm-
We're here. We're here in Castletown. You can't have a pure mind without one in the gutter. That's true. You have to have, right? Like light and shadow, you know? Without one, you can't have the other. Or one necessitates the other. This is the staff break room. You know? I want to work in a place with a break room like this. Where do I have to work to... Oh, man. Thank you so much for the gift sub. A tier 2? You are so kind. Thank you. I'm so glad. Did I finally... Oh, no, I didn't. Oh, I'm so sorry. That's on my winter break to-do list. I don't think I have any, like, emotes for the tier 2 and 3. Because I didn't expect anyone to do that level. So, yeah, thank you so much. Don't you know the luxurious lifestyle of doctors and nurses? Yeah. I mean, it's like the best, right? You don't really have to study that hard to get into the field. It's like pretty easy schooling. And then it's like, what? Short hours that really respect, like, you never have to work weekends or like overnights. It's just like easy hours and then like pretty like low stakes, low stress work in itself. It's perfect, yeah. Where is the other D? Well, gotta hang around the stream to find out. Oh, gnarly indeed. Tier 2 for Christmas. I'm gonna get right on those emotes. Not that I have anything like particularly good planned, but something to at least make tier 2 mean something. But thank you so much. Seriously. I just realized I have a full glass of flat soda. What are you gonna do with that bad boy? There's a Steam store page for Little Nightmares 3 now. Oh yeah? I still haven't played the second one. Did you play it? Forgot about the soda the second I started drinking kombucha. I'm gonna drink it. Do it. It's not out yet. No, I meant, did I say 3? I meant 2. Have you played Little Nightmares 2? That's out, isn't it? Didn't that come out like last couple years? It has been drank. How was it? Yeah, I did too. How was it? Yeah, I like the first one a lot. All right. What was it? 4-2? Or is it gonna be one of those where you have to get the what? No, don't you cross your arms at me. 4, 2. Beautiful. I love this. I hate when a game like makes you trigger the, you know what I mean? Like go through the whole song and dance, like find the clue within the world to trigger being able to complete it. Like, no, if I've done it before in a previous playthrough and I know where to go, just let me go straight to it. Don't make me do any bullshit to like pretend like it's my first time and I'm like putting 2 and 2 together. Points for D. It was flat Pepsi Max. So Pepsi Min. It was worth playing. So excellent. Little Nightmares 2 was also good. Not as good as flat Pepsi Max. Yeah. I had to do it one of these times. One of these days. Can't talk anymore. I can never talk, but you know. Okay. Get that barrel. I have a special place in my heart for those types of games. I do too, like the Inside, Limbo, Little Nightmares 2. I like a lot of those games. Like, Inside's great. Good atmosphere. It's fun, like, it's like those are good puzzles, right? Like, it's environmental puzzles, and it takes you a minute to, like, sort of try a couple things, figure things out, but it's nothing too, like, stumping. To me, that's, like, a perfect puzzle for me. It doesn't hold my hand too much, but I don't spend all day, like, looking at a wall. So, Limbo's good. Oh, there was a key. Was there a fireplace upstairs? Is that where the key was? I think I forgot to get that. Because we need the key for the door. I love scary games with interesting aesthetics that comment on consumerism and capitalism. Always a great time. Isn't that the only way to comment on it? It has to get scary. It won't be the proper commentary otherwise. Limbo with death and accepting mortality. There's like a puzzle early on in Limbo. I'm trying to remember what it is. It's something about like jumping on a button or something, and it like tricks you into, or it like gives you a bunch of visual cues to make you think like, oh, jump on this and this is the way to progress, and then you jump on it and it just immediately kills you. And I just got a good, like an actual laugh burst out of me at that, and I thought that's just a well-designed something. I don't really remember it well enough to describe it better than that, but it had a couple moments like that. Just like messing with the player, leading them to believe that they know, like, oh, I've done this many times. I know, I'm a pro gamer. Do it right away, and nope, that's a trap. I mean, that's, like, things like that are, like, that's something only this medium can do, right? To, like, play with the player's expectation and assumptions about the medium, and then, like, deliver them something else. You can't really do that with most other things, because they're all just like inherently passive with like books and movies. You can sort of play with expectations, but to actually have them perform an action, right, based on what they think is going to happen or how they're going to progress. Just some games really do that so well that it reminds you of like that they're doing it. It stands out, and I appreciate that. He loves stories about coming to terms with death. Yeah, I think I do too. I think I'm with you. Uh-oh. What? Where did that go? Oh, man. There we go. No! Come back. Okay. Phew. Let's see this Pro D speed run. Come here for the Pro D. We're doing it. Except I forgot the key. I've already restart the stream. Restart the speed run, I mean. I should have gotten the key right away when I pulled open the drawers. Wasted time. I was about to say another game that is about accepting your mortality, and then I realized that would be spoilers. Oh man, now I'm just like dying to know, but I don't know that I've played it, and so I wouldn't want to know. Yeah. Now in here, this is going to be a moment that this is based on like skill. Like, can I time these button presses right? So this is where the real speedrun test begins. I have played it. It's not that much of a spoiler. Okay. Well, I'm cool with it, but I wonder about spoiling it for somebody else. You could whisper it to me if you're worried about that. It's just a major theme, but some people are bad at themes. Dab Duder, he's back. We're playing the whole game again just so we can say, what's up? No, 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 no. Like, some people have played the game and not realized it's about death and coming to terms with it. Oh. Now I'm really curious. I think you got to tell us. All right, what was the key? Put it on 7 and then 1, right? It's just a matter of timing it to hit 7. Well, there we go. We botched it. All right. And we're close to... Yep. Hot diggity dog. Now we just got to get the 1. Oh, you hate to see it. Oh. It was almost perfect. Hell yeah. Okay, so we're going to practice that a lot for the speed run. That's going to be a point of practice. It's going to be necessary. Because that has to be right on the first try, right? We got to get that right away. I don't know if you've beaten it. Oh. No, okay. Would you rather require 14 hours of sleep a day or have a permanent itch on the bottom of your foot? Oh, man. That's rough. That's tough. Shit. $14 hours a day. Now, is this like, you said required, because, like, you know, you're supposed to get 8. You can get by in, like, 7, 6. When you go much less than that, I find, you know, much less than 6, and I'm hurting pretty good. So is it like that, where, like, I need, like, 14 is going to feel like 8 for me? So if I do, like, 12, I might be a little sleepy, but I'll be okay. If I get down to, like, 11, 10, then I'm really hurting the next day. Is it like that? Or is it like, no, I go to sleep and I do not wake up for 14 hours, or else I die. If that's the case, that's pretty bad. Like, so you got 10 hours a day to play with. Like, any jobs require 8. So do I just wake up and, like, man, race around every day do my commute, get to work the 8 hours, and then like drive home and just like eat something in the 20 minutes I have, and that's my life. Now, once you're unconscious, you cannot physically be woken up until 14 hours have passed. Shit, I guess I gotta go with the itch. Because, like, the itch is, like, a bad life, but the 14 hours is, like, no life, right? Oh, man, just imagine being itchy all the time, though. Permanent itch? You can always get rid of your feet. Oh, here we go. Frederick with the life hack. You know, if you cut off your appendages, they will never itch anymore. Except, no, that's not true because, right? You get, like, the ghost appendages that you feel like you still have your arm or your leg. And so that's going to be itchy, I bet, right? Emissary Vex, is that the trick? There's no getting out of it? You'll have, like, that phantom limb. That's the word I was looking for, not ghost appendage. And that'll be itchy. And then you can't even scratch it. It's, like, even worse. People think it's about winning and happy endings, not realizing that the life you lived and the experiences you had is what made life living, not winning in the end. Life living, permanent. Oh man, I'm dying to know. What's the game? I think you gotta say it. Spoilers be damned. Or you could say 3 games, and then it's like one of those, but it doesn't like. Is that the way to do it? What if you found some special foot powder for the itch? If I know Emissary, I know you're not going to be allowed to do that. That's not allowed. You could probably claim the DWR, funnily enough. Oh, yeah. What if I did it? I should do that. Can I get one? Maybe I should try. If I practice a little bit, if I got that timing on that dial right, and then just I knew exactly where to go, you know, this isn't a hard one to pull off, but look at me looking the wrong way. Because I can just go straight to it, but it's like, so can everybody else that's doing it. Can I do that faster than other people? That would be something fun to put in my bio. World record holder for D. I don't even say D the game. I want people to just imagine. I got a world record D, and they're just like, what does he mean by that? Is he serious? And I'm like, totally cross my heart, hope to die. There isn't even a page for the game on speedrun.com. No kidding. You know, whenever I like do a stream, I check to see like how many people are following the game, right? And if it's less than like 1,000, I think very seriously about doing a different category. So like today with like Bible Adventures and can I go right in here? I think so. Home Alone. It was like maybe each game had around like 500 followers, and I thought, let me just go in the retro category. That'll be better for exposure. I'm trying to get people to come by. But this game has like, what was it? I want to say it was like 6,000-7,000, more than I was expecting. And then I thought, oh, maybe D2 as well, and D2 is like back down to like, I don't know, 400 or 500, I want to say. I might not be remembering these numbers correctly, but I was just surprised it had that many people following this game. I mean, that's more than like a lot of the Armored Core games that I played that were like at around 1,000. At least back before Rubicon dropped. It's probably different now. Would you break up with someone if they spray painted every single surface of their entire time with silver metallic paint? Spray painted every single surface of their entire home. There we go. I was like, probably just means like maybe, yeah. Yikes. Let's think. Are they good at it? Are they good at spray painting? Because like some people are not, right? You get like the bubbles and the drips and the drabs, right? Because I'm thinking like, you know, obviously like the toilet seat is going to be spray painted metallic, right? Is it at least like, does it feel nice, or is it all like, you know, textured and bubbly and pockmarked and all that? Is it toxic paint? I assumed it was. You're getting sleepy. Yeah, it's pretty late, huh? No, I need to go. Wait a second. I need to go to the drawer first. Okay, let's do that. It's non-toxic, but they go through 3 cans a week doing touch-ups. And you can smell it. Well, I can't. I get a pass, right? As you all know, I don't have a sense of smell. So, or maybe everyone doesn't know that. I've talked about it twice now because it's come up. I do not have a sense of smell. I was born without one. So, how do I get back to the door? What? Do I have to walk to the bus to get to the door? Are you sure about needing to know the mystery death acceptance game? I will deem it. Yeah, do that. Thank you. Appreciate it. That's probably the way to do it. It is recent enough for me not to want to spoil it. I think you're probably right. Yeah. Can I get back? This is the thing. We got to memorize this for the speed run, because you have to like walk to certain places in the room before you get access to the pathway to the door that you need. There we go. Now from here we can look at this door. Anything within the last 10 years is too recent to casually spoil. I agree. I think even some things, like some things are just so well known, you know, like who Darth Vader is. I'm not going to say it because I don't want to spoil it. I'm undermining my point. Okay, earmuffs. Darth Vader, y'all. Darth Vader is Luke Skywalker's father. Something like that, right? But then other things, like even if it's old, if it's not well known, I would still even personally refrain from like saying that, because if it's like an experience, I'm trying to think like something with a really good twist from like decades ago, where it's like it's so good, I don't want to ruin this for you. Probably shouldn't even talk about it because it's maybe not so well known. In that situation, I would probably still avoid it, even though it's an older experience. Oh, I have to get closer, maybe? I do. And I got to use the right key, maybe? I do. I still don't know what our little pocket mirror does. I looked at it a few times and it broke. What does that do? Maybe it is a save, and if you like exit the game, you can come back to that moment, but the time keeps ticking forward. There's no way getting out of that. So I gotta start a combo with you first. I have blocked whispers from strangers. I thought I turned that off. All right, sorry about that. I'll do that. I'll do it right now so I don't forget. Do we have time for that? Oh, I can't do this during the speed run. Okay. Done. All right. Now I'm going to watch her closely. Let's watch her closely and see. Does she even hesitate before she puts the book on the shelf, spine facing in? I don't think she does. I think she goes right to it. That's a good setting for streamers to have turned on. You know what? You're probably right. I think I'll keep it that way. I do say a lot of outlandish things. People might want to track me down, talk about it. So these guys are good for nothing. They don't signal anything. You just, you see four I can't say this word, 4 busts in a row like that. You would think it's like a puzzle or related to something, but no, they're just there. 4 busts, 4 chairs. Are there more chairs?
Laura. Laura, what are you doing? Go back. Now. Laura, you can't stop me. Leave the hospital. Quickly! If you do not, you'll never be able to return to your own world. Do you understand, Laura? Quickly!
This isn't a hospital. This is a hospital. I don't know why it's not making sense to you. I don't know where the disconnect is happening, but I think it's on your end. Look at these hospital devices, right? patient waiting area, medical literature shelf, anatomically correct heads for practice by the doctors, repository for corpses. That's the morgue. I mean, all the things are here. All of the, it's all here. There were 2 different dev teams making this game, and the ones writing the dialogue never saw it. I love that idea. I love like the idea of the game director and everything just like forging ahead, and they're just like, so narrative team, how's it coming? And they're just like, I don't know, they were partying or whatever, they didn't do it, and it's like the day before. It's like, we need to incorporate the audio into the game. And there's like, what can Dad say? Laura. Perfect. Print it. Ship it. And it's like, they're in a hospital? Sure. Now, again, if I had just counted, I could do this right away. But I didn't, so I can't. So never mind. I really hope I'm not misremembering and spoil the game you haven't touched. I gotta know. I gotta look at this. No, you didn't spoil that game at all. And I have played that. I played the hell out of that game. I put 120 hours into that game. And I think that's the perfect takeaway from that game. And some of the endings reinforce that more than the others, I think. I do. I think that's a great reading of that game. And I think it's probably the best. Did I already hit it? Are we looking at the... Yeah. What do I want to say? It can feel very bleak otherwise. Some of those endings are kind of bleak regardless, but... Because I think I went through and got at least all the endings that were available at the time. There were like 4 or 5, maybe? Original release. But yeah. And, did I read this? Oh shit, we were supposed to be rendering a hospital. The game is already 90% complete. I love that. It's like, can we just change it to a castle? No, I have a vision. But we already rendered the castle. It's not a hospital. It's like, okay, you're going to render a hospital for the opening cutscene. And she's in a different dimension. She's in her dad's world. It'll make sense. They'll accept it. Just do it. And they do it. And that's how D happened. That's the story. The game can feel bleak, but if you look at it from the right angle, it's actually a very hopeful and somewhat wholesome story. Yeah, and the one ending... You can't hear me when I'm spin... Oh, is it that loud? Alright, I'll stop talking during the wheel spin. It is loud on my end. I just didn't know. I tamped down the audio for y'all. I don't think I need to look at this. I probably don't. This was a waste of time. We won't do this. I probably can't talk during any of those. During the speaker. The real treasure was the friends you made along the way, not the ending itself. The wheel is crazy loud. Yeah, that's the thing. It's like, I need to do what you suggested, but otherwise, the game is very quiet, and I like the other ambient sounds and music. But then it's just like, it's just the balance, man. It's crazy. It just shrieks at you during these little cutscenes. I want to say it.
Laura.
Earmuffs for everybody who doesn't want to know. Next 20
Laura.
seconds. Starting now. The Pan Am ending, I think, is the one that reinforces that. Because even that, you kind of know, like, your death is still imminent. But you realize, like, living in the moment, making those connections. And whatnot. Basically what you said. You said it better. But yes, that reinforces that reading pretty well, I think. Anyway, earmuffs can come off.
Quickly.
Spoilers
Before
done.
that happens, you must leave here.
The balance is really bad. Not my fault. Nothing is my fault ever.
To be safe from
It's
me.
always technology's fault. You stopped, but spent 8-9 hours cleaning your room.
There's nothing I
You're
can-
still not done. Mostly done. Well, that's good at least. Do you have some time off for the holidays? Because, like, getting after it early and then just, like, being able to just have no stress or anything hanging over your head for the rest of the break, that's what I'm trying to do. And my goal is, like, maybe let's do my lesson plans, like... do my lesson planning for, like, way far in advance during this break and then just really sit back and have nothing pending. But here I am playing video games all day. At least my room is a lot cleaner than before. I think all the endings except for one are good endings, DMing the bad ending. Yeah, let's see. I mean, that was my favorite. I feel like there was one other one that was, like, decent. And one that just made me feel really sad. Just bad. I actually had a staycation for the past 2 weeks. Oh, hell yeah. But I spent the past 3 days cleaning my room. Looking back, I should have spent the first 4 or 5 days cleaning up. Yeah. I always tell myself, like, this is the break where I'm going to do everything on the front end, and then just the rest of it, it's going to be just easy breezy. Wait a second. No, I don't come up here first. I need to go get the sword first. Well, this is why we make the mistakes during the practice run before the actual speed run. I don't know how many times I'm going to tell myself, I wish I'd written down how many turns it was, and then just continue to not do it. Look at me just not doing it. Too late to start now. I'm in too deep. This might be it. Bad ending DM. Let's take a look. Oh no, this is the window. Shit. Yeah, I thought that one was pretty good too. That's true. I guess the worst is just choosing to... I mean, I think this is vague enough that no one's going to know. Because we haven't really said the name of the game. You're basically given a choice to just end yourself, end it all, before you even get to the... going into the endings, right? That one's just awful. And it's reinforced by everyone during the credits just like calling you up and just... screaming at you. Why did you do that? The best speedrunners get stuck in this area. No one has ever thought to just like in advance write down how many turns it is and then just do it without turning around between every pull of the dial. But I'm going to be the one, that's going to be my innovation. I'm thinking already for my next speed run. I'm going to actually write down so I can just actually like walk up to this and then I'll know like, oh, it's 7. And just turn it 7 times and then just go straight to it. And that's what's going to get me the big WR. That's what's going to do it. I'm going to be the first one to think of it. Man. I can't wait for this game to be old enough for me to discuss it more freely in chat without worrying about spoiling people. Yeah. Yeah, it's still pretty fresh, right? Especially now with the, oh, this would actually spoil it, maybe. It's gotten updates recently, yeah. It's just what I have not played. I have not played the latest state of it. Oh, we gotta be ready. Left, I think. Then a right, then a space. Then a left, I think. How is this a hospital? I don't know why y'all aren't getting this. What is throwing you? Hospitals famously have pits. Where do you think they dispose of their medical waste? It's dangerous stuff. Syringes. Oh no! It was left, it wasn't space. Look at me thinking I remembered it. Yeah. Look at this hospital pit, right? You can do a lot of things with it. You basically throw all like the medical waste down there, out of sight, out of mind. You can also fill it with like water, and if you're doing like, if some patients are doing like physical therapy and they need like, you know, like in the pool, like water-based therapy, you can like, you know, tread water in it. A lot of things you can do. You can turn into a big burn pit because some stuff needs to be burned, right? I can accept the oubliette, but a magical plate. Oh, the armor. I'm sorry. You're not familiar with these either? It's an older style of biohazard suit, but they still are used in some hospitals that haven't like upgraded to the current like CDC standards of what do I want to say, like preventative like biohazard suits that don't allow like air or like bacteria inside. This one's like more limiting, but it still does a pretty good job. Oh my. I am playing the epic that is D. Have you played D? Welcome, PM. How you doing? Merry Christmas. Which, I don't really assume that everyone celebrates Christmas, but it's a Christmas stream, so that's what we're saying. Let the chips fall where they may. Oh wait, it's an oubliette. It's not an oubliette, it has a ladder. Oubliettes are prison cells with no exit other than a trapdoor hole in the ceiling. Oh wait, were you saying... Oh wait, you were saying you can accept the oubliette, but yeah, the magical plate of armor. That's where you draw the line. That doesn't belong in the hospital. Where you throw people in so they suffer and slowly die with no chance of escape or release. It's my favorite place to put people in Crusader Kings too. It's where you put the patients when you just like, look, there's really nothing we can do. I'm sorry. But like some doctors are sort of like, they don't really know how to break that to the families. Like, I can't go in there and tell these people that we're just out of options. So what they do instead is they just drop them in the oubliette. And it's like, that's going to pretty much convey like what we're working with here and what we're able to do. That's what they do. I'm aware of Spaghetti Hair and her dad, who's convinced she isn't able to hear him. She does have some spaghetti hair. Is it spaghetti? It's kind of like uncooked ramen, you know? Just like freeze-dried, like dry noodles, right? Yeah. My favorite death sound in Crusader Kings 2 is execution by elephant or boiling people alive. I've heard such good things about those games, but I have not played them. But I definitely want to. Both are good. Do people really eat KFC for Christmas in Japan? They sure do. It's not really just KFC, it's just chicken. But Christmas chicken and Christmas cake is the go-to. Yeah. So some people do the KFC thing. I never have. But you can get it everywhere. They have like... This chicken is... The supermarkets are just inundated with chicken right before Christmas. and they mark it up like crazy, man. In this room in particular, yeah, this is a room. I've made the mistake of just not making a note of how many spins to what floor, and so I just got to do the most tedious way through it. I just keep doing it. I keep saying it, and I just keep not doing it. So I got the sword. Now we're going back up to the tower. We're going to plug the sword into the... I don't even need to do this. I don't even need to get the sword. I could have gone straight... Oh, I could have gone straight to hitting the buttons, right? Because the only reason to put the sword in the door is to get the... I'll wait, screaming wheel of just cacophony. The whole reason to do that is just to get the solution to the puzzle outside of the tower. I don't need it anymore, right? Crusader King 2 Death Sounds. Oh, should we play a couple of those? Thank you for that. All right, I'll listen to a couple more of those. Maybe I'll put that on while I'm reading, when I'm doing some, what am I reading about? Oh, Pompeian dick pics, right? That'll be nice. That'll set the tone. It'll be some nice ambiance. For people who want nightmares. I never not want nightmares. Bring them on. Spaghetti or spaghettini? Maybe just spaghetti. Do not click the link unless you are ready for biblically accurate death sounds. I was ready. I was born ready. So ready I didn't even need to know the warning. No. That's down. Oh boy. How are we doing on time? Look at this. Oh, actually, I've been playing for a lot longer than I thought. Yikes. Coming up on that first hour. So yeah, PM, I don't know if you know that part of the game where you have to finish the game in 2 hours or you have to start over again. So... that's what we're doing. I just went through the whole game. I think I was pretty close because I have played this before, but it's been a long time and I didn't remember all the puzzle solutions. The room where you have a 1 in 6 chance of getting a brick wall. Yeah, that feels like the odds. It's one of those things, all it requires is like jotting down a note like 3 spins, 3 turns to the pit, 5 turns to the tower, whatever. But I just don't do it. I just keep not doing it. Are there Burger Kings in Japan too? There might be. I don't know. I've never seen a Burger King. Maybe in Tokyo, if anywhere. That's where the Taco Bells are. And that's the only place they are, I think. Unless there's like a... maybe, I don't know. There might be some like Osaka or some other like... I don't know. Maybe Kyoto? I don't really know. But the only Taco Bells I've ever been aware of are in Tokyo. They are in order of type of death. Oh, nice. Okay, the boiling alive ones are nice. Do I remember the colors? Maybe we can just bypass the whole sword. This is going to benefit the speed run dramatically, if so. Very big if true. Let's try it. Would you rather have a... Jesus. 1 second. Let's get... I think it was this. Do I have these right? Or no? Were you this color? I think this is right. A 15-inch dick, or would you rather shoot 2 gallons of cow every time you look? Oh my god. Oh, that's a lot. I think the former. Oh my god. You don't even need to get the sword. Have we like clarified some points? Just cut off my junk at that point. Can I sustain an erection? Do I pass out? That's a lot of blood that would take. You know, you can sustain an erection, but it's always extremely obvious to everyone. No hiding it. It'd probably help your time if you didn't have to slowly turn around to see a brick wall every time. It would. It would help dramatically. Like I'm thinking like, look, 40 minutes, probably like 10 of that was just spinning around in that room. If I can get that done, and then I don't need to get the sword. This is something that no speedrunner will have ever tried before, right? Just going straight to the buttons. I'll be the first one to ever think to do it. And then we'll come down, right? We don't even see the tower this time. Fuck the tower. We don't need it. Go right down. Get that chest, get that gun, shoot that window, talk to Dad. If we can get Dad to shut the fuck up, we could finish this game in probably about 20 minutes. But he just goes on and on. So 15 inches hard, 15 inches. Yeah, 15 inches as well. We're all going 15. Which, if enough of us do it, it won't be something special anymore. It won't even stand out. It'll just be like, oh, you're one of those. Okay, I've heard about y'all. Yeah, there are a lot of you. Dozens of you. Dozens. So this is another moment. I need to go all the way back around, but I just don't know how many. So we're going to spin and spin. I would choose the 15 inches because cleaning up 2 gallons of cum sounds like a nightmare. That is, God damn it. You just got to be ready. You got to be ready with 2 milk jugs by your side every time you get into sexy times. Can you imagine? Can you imagine, like, I don't know, going for a booty call and you just show up as like, look, I'm going to need to bring this inside with me. Like, what's that for? It's like, you'll see. Just, you're going to be glad I have it when the moment hits. Oh my God. I mean, I'm not trying to get too graphic, but I'm also thinking about like using protection. Like, you got to be ready to take it off and get to a receptacle, right? Because no protection will be able to withstand that onslaught, you know? Unless, I don't know. Does it have to come out at, like, can it come out at like a slower speed? Could it be like a slow... This is getting... I think, Emissary, you set us off on a track. I don't know that I should... Yeah. It's a bit unwieldy. I would have to find someone who enjoys... anal to really utilize it, but I probably could make it work. Oh, man. Good thing is... yeah. We don't have to worry about that, right? Hopefully. None of y'all have to worry about this issue. It's delayed. It sure is. We got too many D's going on right now. It's getting too D-erty. And yeah, 2 gallons, it's just impossible. That's deplorable. You could probably sell it. Could you? And to whom? I mean, but if you did that at like a sperm bank, that's true. You're going to drive like all the other clients. They're not going to need anybody. It's like, look, we're just going to give you like a yearly salary. You just come by whenever you need, and we're supplied for forever, right? It's like you hear about, you know, like how many of us are descended from Genghis Khan because that guy just had the most powerful, you know what I mean, semen in like human history, just riding a horse across the steppe and just as he went, seeding a whole generation. And just like the next would be that guy, like he donated so much to the bank that it's the dream of all the billionaires, like Elon Musk and all those types that are like freezing so much of themselves in the hopes of like cloning or just like having a bunch of offspring. I think we're almost there. Yes, that was it. What was it? So how's about those Dodgers? Is it maybe, have we ridden this to the finish? Pun not intended. Sort of intended. I saw it as I approached it. I went ahead and drove into it. 2 gallons of 2 gallons would be great for people with impregnation kink. Donate cum and you will father 1,000 kids. You know? Win-win. Emissary, you have posed many thought-provoking hypotheticals that have got the conversation rolling before, but I think you have really outdone yourself this time. That one really got us going. Well done. Shit. Okay, but we're here at the beginning. So, a couple more and we'll be at the... I bet we're really driving away on... OL. Let's see, have I lost... I haven't lost anybody. So far, so good. They're hanging on. But isn't that a hypothetical for... That's an open hypothetical for anybody, right? We can all imagine what it would be like, I think. How much child support is too much child support? Oh, God. Didn't think about that, right? Is there like a limit? It's like, okay, this is your 347th offense. Are we gonna really bleed this guy dry? He just got nothing left. He's like $1 million in debt. There's no way. I waited until it was late enough in a day everyone was less likely to be sober. I'm sober as a judge right now, but I think I keep saying I gotta change it. But my moment was Bible Adventures. That was the moment to get drunk. It's fine. We can talk about these things now. It's not Christmas anymore, right? Or who is it still? Is it still Christmas for anybody? It's probably still Christmas for Emissary, right? Maybe. Right there at the wire. If it comes out slowly enough, you can probably impregnate a bunch of people one after another. Oh, shit. Just dribbling like a lava cake. God, I'm sorry. All right. Yeah, that would probably work. Assuming you don't get 2 brick walls in a row. Yeah. Here we go. This is where we need to be. Let's get that gun. Speaking of Genghis Khan, you ever hear the story of the Conqueror? Not the story of the movie, the story about the making of that movie. No. I don't think I know the movie either. Which movie is that? I saw one movie about Genghis Khan. It starred, what is his name? Asano Tadanobu? He played Kakihara in Ichi the Killer. I just remember that. And he was Genghis Khan. I remember thinking that was pretty good. Still Christmas in Alaska. Well, what are you doing? You're going to be on the naughty list. It's not too late to get coal.
Laura.
Celebrating on the 24th in Norway. Yeah, you were saying. So you're in the clear. You're good.
Laura.
If you did shoot 2 gallons, would you rather it dribble out slowly or shoot out like...
Laura.
Would it be like that scene in Freddy Got Fingered where he, does it to the elephant?
Soon.
That classic film that we all appreciate for being just a wonderful work of art, right? Wasn't that a great movie?
When that happens,
Tom Green's Freddy Got Fingered.
my new self will have need of you. This other self is one I cannot control.
Holy crap, Laura.
It
Get
is
your shit
he
together.
Who has done these horrible things?
I would want it to be a constant stream at the normal
Laura,
rate, so take a few
leave
seconds to
here.
finish.
He wants you.
I mean, that's... I guess that's another thing to think about, right? If that sensation lasts for the whole 2 gallons, then you have now prolonged your period of pleasure substantially. And that's, I guess, a net benefit, right? I've never seen that movie. And boy, I'm glad it didn't come out later. Did hear a lot about it, though. Yeah, I saw it. And that's a movie. I remember, I think the only scenes I thought were actually funny were... in the trailers. I remember thinking, him having his fingers all tied to sausages and playing the keyboard, singing to his dad was pretty funny. And, him just, wearing a suit backwards. It's yeah, those were in the trailer, and those were funny. And the rest was just, I mean, I like absurdism, right? Because we share our love of some of those Tim and Eric sourced sound drops and whatnot, but the gross out stuff, even with Tim and Eric, like their grosser bits don't really hit for me. I like the absurdity as opposed to just like the nasty stuff. So it was a little much for me. This is not right. We don't need this. We need the stained glass. Would you rather... Did I miss anything? I don't think so. 12-inch or a 3-inch, but yeah, just I'm cool. Let's see. I think I'll go for the former, you know. The latter might feel better, but yeah. There's the downside of just that size, I guess. Here we go. The title wouldn't get well received this day and age. That's true, too. Just the very name of the movie. Yeah. The Conqueror is a terrible 50s movie starring John Wayne about the rise of Genghis Khan. I don't know this movie. The more interesting aspect is that it's terrible. People died in it, but also it was shot like only a few kilometers from where they tested an atom bomb. So basically everyone on that movie got cancer, like serious cancer. No shit. I didn't know about this movie. Huh. So just a rough scene all around. Also, has that been there the whole time? Oh, there we go. Okay, never mind. All right, back to it. Let's get that gun. Look at this perfectly good sword. We get to keep our sword for the end game. Minutes might be a bit too long. That's long. Imagine having that last longer than the actual sexual encounter. Because that would happen probably from time to time. Isn't the sword like not used at all? Not on this playthrough. Not when you just went through the game 30 minutes before.
You want stars? I'll
Hey!
give you stars.
Goron Megazord, thank you so much for the raid. Welcome, Raiders. Hello. Hello, hello. Did I do that right? There we go. What were you playing? What were you streaming? Goron Megazord is a great channel that I definitely recommend if you like retro games. We all love our retro games, do we not? Check out Goron Megazord. Sliding in from the Goron Megazone. Hello, welcome. Glad to have you. Merry holiday. Same to you. Thank you. How was it? What did you stream? How did it go? Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, man. Thank you, Frederick. Thank you so much. Got to get ready for bed. Thank you for streaming. Thank you for your, as always, captivating, thought-provoking hypotheticals and your presence and just being around. And thank you again for gifting the game. That was so awesome. I can't wait to play it. So thank you. So many wonderful people. So many thanks to be given for so many different things. Did I miss anything? So the sword, you use the sword to unlock a door to get to the tower to get the solution to a puzzle for the fountain. But since I know it already now, because I just went through it, I don't need it. So yeah, there are a couple of things you can just skip. There's a guy that just has constant orgasms and he really hates it. I mean, that would get old. He's in constant pain. Yeah, that would be, right? Imagine trying to live your life that way. And that's always going on. You're just trying to it'd be embarrassing. And you would lose, it wouldn't mean anything anymore because it would just be, that would be the new foundational state of sensation. So it wouldn't even stand out. Yeah. He did a PS1 Variety Night. I actually enjoyed Beyond the Beyond and Shadow Madness. I don't think I know either of those games, but you enjoyed them? Do you recommend either one? Shadow Madness. I'm thinking of Shadow Tower, the FromSoft game, right? I'm trying to visualize the game or like the box art or the cover, but all I can visualize is that game. How are you liking this game? I've thought about checking it out a few times. So it's not my first time playing it, but it's been a long time. So I remembered a lot, but not everything. But I really like it. I think it's a really unique, interesting game. Very atmospheric. It's goofy, and there's not like a whole lot to it. But I do recommend going through it once in your life. If only to set yourself up for the sequel, which I really love. Shadow Towers FromSoft. Yeah, that's the game I'm thinking of. I'm trying to like visualize Shadow Madness because the name sounds kind of familiar.
The one who I am to become needs blood for the change to be complete. You have seen what he will do, and it is your blood that he wants most. Laura, we are cursed. In our veins flows the blood of Dracula.
Spoilers for all you who just came in. D is for Dracula. That's the D. Hard to say whether they are Rico's yet. So recommendations. Previously, I had heard dismal games, but they weren't so bad at all. I'm more interested in Shadow Madness. It's a JRPG that's trying not to be a typical JRPG. This game is interesting. I'm still enjoying watching it. Yeah, once wasn't even, I expected everyone to leave. Like, you're going to do this whole game again? I'm out. But people hung around because it's interesting, right? Visually, atmospherically. Unfortunately, about to crash out because got to work in six-ish hours. Sorry, got to go to work so soon. But thank you so much for hanging out, lurking. Yeah. This game is a super treat, though. Yeah, it is. I love how they didn't even bother lip-syncing anything. Yeah, I mean, it's that era. It's a Japanese game. So it's like, yeah, Oh, man. Thank you. Oh, no, that went to the... Can we undo that? That went to the chat bot. Chatbot, you have been working hard recently, and you've been fucking up less, but it was not random. You chose the bot. Well, thank you a big thank you from my bot to you. Tier 2 bot. Maybe it'll start doing better with it. Translation. You're drunk and have Christmas money. Let me spend. Well, thank you. I'm not gonna complain. The bot won't either. Thank you so much. Eating mom's arm. You were wrong, the bot complained. Oh no. The bot actually wants a refund for the money it didn't spend. Tasty mummy. Just like D-Ad used to. Oh, man. Nicely done. A wall? Am I Dion? Nope. I would hope not. They've been so delightful. What do we do when we get to D2? D2 is so much less open for open punning, you know what I mean? Got that numeral just stuck there in the middle. What are we going to do with that? Think on it. still locked. Have you watched the Castlevania series on Netflix? I haven't. I keep hearing great things. Do you recommend it? D-tubing down a water slide? Oh, you gotta save it. That's good though. we can like kind of transition it into a conversation about that great sequel about the Mighty Ducks, right? That's maybe the better known D2. D2, you playing the Mighty Ducks sequel in here? No, we're doing a game about. Well, it's not a game about going to Hospital Castle and eating your mom. It's a completely different. It hasn't. I don't even know. They just called it D2 just because they had a franchise established. But from what I recall, the sequel to this game has nothing to do. There we go. I'm glad I remembered that because this might be also another place where I ran out of time, just like walking back and forth down that hallway and not realizing you could just look at the wall. I didn't like the Castlevania show much. Oh wait, I think I remember reading that the sequel is Event Zero or something. So there's Enemy Zero. So like they all involve Laura as a protagonist, but the idea was like not for her to be the same character within like the world of the game, but for her to be a digital actress that shows up in multiple Warp games that are sort of like thematically different. So even like D2 is like well, I don't want to spoil it, but it's going to be a very different experience. We're going to get into some wintry shenanigans with aliens out. If it's as wild as I remember, we're in for a ride. So I would have never. I thought I was very close, but I actually had like some more to do here. There was just no way. What are we doing here? What? I think D2 is the third game. Yeah, Enemy Zero. Actually, I'm talking about it. Like I've played a little bit of it. I own it, a Japanese copy. So I need to actually go through that. I have not played that game all the way through, but I played a little bit of it. And yeah, maybe that's something we need to follow this up with. Should I do it? I was kind of hesitant. Like, it's Japanese, so I thought, like, oh, first playthrough in Japanese. Given the subject matter, it's probably going to be pretty difficult to understand. So we got to get that. I see. We got to get it in the circular hole. And that's gonna. This is changing. Got it. Oh, is this gonna do it? Yeah! Just randomly stumbled into it. I mean, I thought that went out. That was perfect. As planned. So it is very good. I miss it. Yeah. You didn't like the Castlevania show as much. Castlevania is good, but it has this streaming show problem where it spins its wheels way too hard and only really gets good or going in the last couple episodes. Some of the characters were changed from the source material. They butchered Hector in the show. I don't think I know about Hector. I played Castlevania games and I enjoy them, and I recently did Castlevania 64 and loved that. Loved Symphony of the Night, but I'm not like deep into the lore and I've missed a lot of games, so I'd probably be okay with it. But it's a personal thing. I'm a Castlevania lore snob. Oh, okay, so that would do it, yeah. And I get coming at it from that perspective too. You just like the show, have no opinion about it relative to the lore. I've heard people who really care about the lore were disappointed, which is fair. Yeah, I think. I definitely always feel for that perspective. Castlevania is carried by the characters, in my opinion, not the story. So the spinning of the wheels is not a huge problem, since I love all the interactions between the characters. Castlevania the show. The games are carried by gameplay and level design. Yeah, I think that's right. For the game side of things, I can't really say for the show. But you don't think that Castlevania is carried by the magnificent plot, story, and dialogue? What is a Castlevania game? A miserable little pile of secrets. game gives me clock tower vibes. I see that. Yeah. We even went up a tower. And we have a clock. No Scissor Man though. Yet. There was a cool Easter egg in Nocturne, though. Nocturne was less good in the first show, but I'm hopeful for season 2. Is this another Castlevania show? Nocturne? I do like the characters in Nocturne. Are we zooming through an intestine? Yes. We made it to the intestine. We finally did it. I mean, with the ending I received, it seems to be going into Symphony. Okay.
You've come.
Traveling through a fallopian tube.
Now I will tell you everything.
Fallopian tube, intestines.
Hear me and leave.
Open to interpretation.
For the one who is not me can emerge. Laura, in our veins flows the blood of Dracula. The time of change comes to all of his blood. It starts with lust for the strange. Then comes the desire for human flesh to make the change complete. Yes, Laura, that time came for you as well. I erased the memory, so you have forgotten. When Dracula took control of you, with those very hands you killed your mother. It is our fate to be accursed. And now you know you must leave. I feel myself changing.
You know what time it is? It's time for this. I preempted this scream.
I want your flesh, Laura. Listen to what I say. It is
got a
your
Laura mode.
flesh that I need, just as you needed your mother's.
Just for the occasion.
Come to me!
I don't think Symphony's going to be season 2, though. It might be a while. Now, will Dad shut up long enough? Will he? It's an adaptation of Rondo Blood Symphony. Okay. I think Nocturne set up a lot of interesting things, and season 1 of the first show wasn't great either. I think it's going to be better as the characters get more established. Or maybe it's an umbilical cord. It could be. It could be a colon. Could be going up somebody's nose, down their throat. All kinds of orifices leading into... Laura, like, ew. Are we gonna... I feel like... Is there a...
Thank you, Laura. Now the transformation will be complete. But Laura, your body will not be wasted. Your flesh and blood will join with mine, and we will live forever as Dracula. Ah, Laura!
I did fuck it. I didn't... I was like... Right. But I haven't done that before, actually. I wanted to see that. I always shot him. Always. I've only done it once. Okay. POV shot from the perspective of 15-inch penis going up. Oh, Jesus. I don't remember this. Credit music. Okay. So now I've seen both endings, right? Because you can shoot him or you can go and most like sacrifice yourself to him. For the speed run, I think we'll do that actually. Instead of shooting him, because shooting takes time, right? This is the intro to Buffy. We're about to see like D brought to you by Joss Whedon. Can I just... Dance party. Let's do it. So I guess I don't get the dev pictures with the bad ending. Oh, is that? I don't even remember that happening. Is that something that happens? Joss Whedon, another creative who's an awful person. Yeah, sitting next to Uwe Boll and David Cage. Yeah. Oh, Eno, Kenji Eno, did the music as well. What a... The fact that we don't remember him, that creator, better is really a crime. What an interesting just person in the game space. Had some just big ideas, took some big swings. It's in the credits instead of a black screen. I must have seen it because I know I shot him before. I played it before. But it was like frozen on that screen for a second. I guess I was reading chat. I didn't mean to do that, actually. I'm kind of glad I did. So now I've seen both endings. So, love that yokai emote. Oh, thanks. It's so funny that Xander, a genuine terrible person, just awful, is Joss Whedon's self-insert in Buffy. Which one's Xander again? I've seen Buffy, but I never watched it regularly. And I can only... Bad ending. Thank you for playing our game. You have, though, chosen unfortunate fate. Please try again. It's funny, like, to just give you the bad ending, because it really is just, like, your last choice. It's not like how you played the game, right? It's just that last decision. Bad ending. But, you know, this is what we do on this channel. We do bad endings. Bad endings or bust. That's what I always say. Bad or bust. So, exactly how I wanted Christmas to end. I don't know. Should I do a little bit of D2? Or are we going to save D2 for tomorrow? What do we think? What do we think?